to pick the right one, just have so much more of an advantage. And that comes with experience. So in theory, oh man, I think ONIC has a bit more of an advantage when it comes to that late game.
Speaking of advantage, both teams will have their advantages sides, right? For ONIC, it's always been the red side. Yeah,
oh boy,
that red side. But for Keskut, for the longest time, it's always been the blue side.
Yeah.
We're gonna see two masterminds at work. You know, this is the battle that we really wanted to see in the regular season, but we'll go all the way to a best of 5. The fact that we finally get a best of 5 between Keskut and Yeb, I really think this is a time where we can really shut up about, oh, bad drafts. Oh, why would you go for that pick, you know?
Yeah. Like, I mean, I really like where ONIC
Hello everyone, let us see who is going to EWC. I hope my Twitch stream works. It didn't, I actually don't know why it didn't start earlier. So so far there's nothing telling me as to why it's not working. Why won't my Twitch stream start?
They could eliminate some of the heroes of Sutsujin and some of the comfort picks here.
Fuck.
RRQ. Yeah, and now we are in the drafting phase presented by the official.
Fuck, could I restart my computer real quick before the game starts? For the Twitch stream. It's such a big series, man. I don't know why it's not starting.
Masha combo and that Ludwig was able to rack up 11 kills against PLID.
We've seen a lot of teams really respect Ludwig's potential.
I don't know why.
And in fact, I think we were, when we had
actually really annoying.
Watching ONIC, I think in day number 1, right? We talked to
hello, sir.
Bit,
hello.
Yeah. And he was saying that, yo, the Masha has so much potential here. So, oh man, Baksha though.
Yeah, that's a good start. I think RRQ is gonna flex here. They're not showing their cards right away, but Baksha is such a power pick because you can flex it to both EXP and
Baksha first pick from RRQ. Wow, it's an interesting first pick. First pick Baksha.
But Miracle, why is
I can fly. What's up?
Baksha let go? Because previously we've seen the Baksha completely banned. Ultra Ego against Geek.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
They want to battle it out, right? And obviously there's more respect than just the Baksha.
Yeah.
I would say Baksha usually is a very, it's usually picked up by teams who don't have more ways to win the game. Like, you only have Baksha. We saw that from Ultra Ego, Bigatron as well. Very one-dimensional teams tend to go for the Baksha. And this is the reason I say it's kind of weird for RRQ. Usually they always start the draft with a Kalea, a Joy, a Normal. Whoa! They've gone for the 1-1, the Farsa here.
Wham Wham! Because of the Kalea. You go Wham Wham versus Kalea, Kalea can never ult Wham Wham. It's kind of bad to prioritize. Honestly, I don't really like Kalea here. Baksha Wham Wham, it's already 2 heroes that you can't really ult. And Farsa's gonna go Purify. It's good for Harith though, for Farsa Purify. Easy to get on her. But still, I don't really like so far how it looks.
But now that they've done so, jungle, gold lane, and mid, the picks they're hiding right now is the Roam and the EXP. And we all know, Dairon Edok, man, a world-class combo.
That's nice, Miracle. Is this Ling good against the Farsa? Or
Ling third?
Midnight both, right?
Not bad. It's just like, again, I don't know how they're going to pick someone off with this so far. I'm leaning towards RRQ's draft at the moment.
But one thing that they have is the threat of the objectives, right? Like, you know, purple is going to be very, very important here for RRQ if they do get that early advantage. So it begs the question, will RRQ force the Baksha into the jungle?
Well, you can get Farsa. Yeah, but like, it's not that simple. It is hard to play Farsa versus Ling, but that's only really like later in the game, where Ling actually has items and can just kill.
And for RRQ, if the Baksha is a jungle, you could pick up the damage, but Dairon is better on center tank. So again, it kind of begs the question here for RRQ. Where do you actually put the Baksha?
Yeah, I think the Badang is a good choice to go for here, again in the XP lane, but I think a solid choice to go for too would be a possible
foul ban.
Jungle that gets banned out straight away as I say.
Lucas ban. They don't want the Baksha to be flexed and go to Lucas jungle. Which is interesting. My RRQ does love Lucas, so that's fair. And why won't my Twitch stream start? So weird. I'm gonna, after stream, I'm gonna private my YouTube streams and try to get my Twitch stream to start. Just to see if it works for tomorrow. Hello, check what's going on. MPL ID. Upper bracket. These are upper bracket finals, no?
Yeah, on it.
Upper bracket finals. because winners in grand finals, and then it's Geek versus whoever loses. Yeah, so this is upper bracket finals. Masha's banned because of chip ban. I think they're just like just target banning the Masha, not giving, like, not risking it. Loopy's pretty good at Masha after all, so fair. Phobius.
Good deny pick. That could have really been, I think, the nail in the coffin in this draft had they not picked it up. Again, this is pretty value for ONIC.
I still like RRQ's comp more. The Masha is like unkillable for so long. Really depends on what XP Mage they go. I don't know what Mage they would go. I think they might go like a weird Mage. I would not be surprised if they like bust something out that's like abnormal. They just whip it out. Spray RRQ. Like some Valir or something.
Right now, I think Gato Kacha and also like putting the box shot on the jungle.
Oh, CC Guitar, dude, I like RRQ's comp so much compared to Onyx. I am not going to cap. It looks so much better.
Kacha, I think I would prefer something a bit more dynamic, but considering the needs of the team right here, they do require a bit more frontline. They need ways to deter ONIC from walking up straight towards that backline. So I think it's a great option to have an aggressive tool, but also a defensive zoning tool.
Mirko, you might hate me for this, but I think Faramis is good here.
Honestly, I see it too, right? They just really want to dive in. I feel like it's
Pharah? It's not terrible, actually. Counter and ults. Farsa's gonna have a hard, or not Farsa, Pharah's gonna have a hard time versus Farsa, though. I think they need a damage mage. I actually don't think Pharah's that good here. They're gonna have no early game damage to win the fights with. Eve, yeah, I like Eve a lot more. They need consistent DPS mage right now with the current comp. No Kimmy's this game, but it's fair. Farsa like hard counters Kimmy, and then they're going for Sling. I mean, this is like a hard counter, but it's really hard to play Kimmy into a Farsa. And also, they're not going to pick Kimmy because they went Basha first pick. So like the only team that would go Kimmy there would be RRQ, because like Kimmy would do nothing into Basha. So neither team won it. Nobody likes Kimmy Gold though. I feel like it's not that bad.
This could go either way, ladies and gentlemen. These are the teams that has been dominating Indonesia for the longest time. And they are here in Jakarta International Velodrome. A chance for a shot at one of the most prestigious Mobile Legends stage. Two kings who reigns over Indonesia. But today, there can only be one ruler here in MPL Indonesia.
One ruler.
15 playoffs. Who's gonna book an early ticket to Riyadh? Will it be
Riyadh
or RRQ Hoshi? Let's just jump into the land of dawn.
Okay, see how this goes.
Let's watch for game one and
Basha red trade off the bat. Speed clearing. Pull? Sure, we'll do pull. It is a pretty monumental game after all.
Alright, so two purified Siren opted for a purified Keyboy though, 1 HP. Very early.
Keyboy 1 HP. Will not die though. No flicker either. Severo did flicker by the way though. Wan versus Parrot down at bot. Severo's getting ruined by a toy. He's getting zoned really hard. Is he solo? Wow, so close. If he angled that first skill better, it probably would have killed.
Again, nothing too crazy. Again, pull yourself together. The usual 1-1 thing that people are going for.
Zijin has red tree. Ooh, missed it though. He's like really behind in Kyrie, XP wise. Oh, he just did blue and mid crab, that's why. He's gonna full clear his bot side now. Kyrie doesn't have red tree to steal a camp. He's probably gonna go for top side. I don't know if he'll get it though. Oh, I think Sutujin stole a small green and then rotated bot for the gold crab. Is Kyrie still not 4? He should be 4 if he got all his camps. Ooh, he might be looking at Toyer. He sees. Oh! QI is gonna live. There's just nothing for Kyrie to do. Wait, why did Kyrie recall? Wait, hello? Why did Kyrie recall? Oh, Loopy forced a flicker off the bat. That's really bad. No flicker Phobius to force a fight. I think this first turtle is just heavy in RRQ's favor. This setup is too good. Both XP and Rome have no flicker on Onyx side, unless Kyrie makes a miracle retry, but they're already bursting. So I don't think there's going to be even an opportunity. It's just a give.
this one.
RQ setup was too good.
Kai will just back off and play it safe.
Ooh, they're going to invade. Wow. Kyrie's red is gone. He went bot for the gold crab instead. That was, I don't know about that. Was kind of, I mean, low key, like, they don't win that fight at red buff anyway. So maybe he just went bot to try and get something. Oh, Citizen though. Bad spot. He's going to ult. Edox revitalize. Oh, it's not going to be enough. Citizen's going to die here. Wow. Keyboard's 1 HP. And that was too greedy. Wow. Good comeback. Sounds forced the flicker. Edog. He's gonna live. Actually turning around as well. That's bad, yeah. Good turnaround from ONIC.
It does look like a good invade there coming in from RRQ, but
ooh.
The quick thinking, quick response from the whole ONIC team.
Greed. Literally greed.
In their own jungle was able to
analyze
and punishes the whole team of RRQ. Talent prediction though by Gope. It looks like it's gonna be a close one, but maybe we gotta shed
it's all back and forth in the votes. I mean, after Esther's, okay, Kyrie's just dead. I did not see what happened. I was looking at the casters' predictions. Wow, I just did not see what happened. I was saying, I think after yesterday's performance, RRQ versus AE, people probably think ONIC might be a higher chance to win. Ooh, Severo with the ults, or not Severo with Toy. Not enough damage. Toy's just dead. Severo, he's not going to commit for it. He would die for it if he committed. Keyboard's just dead though for free. Good discipline there for Citizen. Like, he maybe could have killed him and got out, but like, it's just too risky. Stay alive for Turtle.
The gold swing favors RRQ as of now.
Late game. I think RRQ is a massive favor late game, but it's very close. It's not definitive. But I think RRQ is the favorite. I don't know why I said massive favor. It's not like that big, but definitely the advantage goes to RRQ. Phobius is going to be harder to play. He can't really zone anyone. He's just going to get like free hit by Wanwin and CC. And Farsa, honestly. It's like impossible for Phobius to play this mid-late game. Why not streaming on Twitch? It wouldn't start. It won't start. I don't know why, Hero. It won't start. I was so confused why. Like, I need to test off stream, like private my YouTube stream, just try and start Twitch stream, because I don't know why my Twitch won't start. I don't know why. That's weird. Yeah, I don't. I have to just test things. Very annoying, but whatever. Oh, Keyboy. Just gonna get Rin's Purify out. Oh, good taunts. Sans does have flicker. Let's gonna flicker out here. He has the ult. He'll look for a turnaround play probably. They don't do any damage. Holy crap. RRQ, man, Bosch is just so strong. Can just perma invade and just be tanky. No ult on Bosch though. He's a lot squishier right now. I don't think it's a good time for RRQ to fight. They're down 3 ults. Like, pressuring is fine, but they're just doing good zone for bot. Toy gets a bunch of hits on bot tower.
A lot of emphasizing towards that emphasis towards the magic defense, knowing that San is gonna be there, and he is.
Yeah, they just sack on Mar right now. His Kyrie won't be doing damage for a while. So they're like rushing Radiant, Citizen, Edok. Oh, the flicker goes off. Edok. Good taunts. Sans is just dead. Kyrie quite low. Not even ults. Severo trying to do something, but tickles. Does no damage at all. 1 for 2. I did not see how Rins died, by the way. I think he just got dogged on. Toy got a free tower, though. Wow, Toy is fed. 2 items already. Severo has 2 kills, but I'm pretty sure Toy has more gold. Toy definitely has more gold than Severo. Even with the 2 kills. Got a whole tower plus plating. Like, RRQ's entire gold lead is probably Toy. Toy needs to like chill though. I don't think he should be as aggressive as he is. He's only 2 items in. He's not like fed or anything. He can look off of an ult or something. Oh, Kyrie's like 1 HP. Wow. Good red sheet from Suzugen. Whoa, ult goes off. They tried going for Sans, but it's too far. Edok might die. It's alive actually. Wait, Toy going crazy for some reason. Wait. Severo didn't auto. If he autoed Toy there with the first skill, I think Toy dies.
My goodness. It is
That was so
also
like aggressive from RRQ. I'm surprised that like it was only a 1-for-1.
They're not letting up. They're not
Very aggressive.
really want to lose this game, of course, because the stakes are higher than ever. A ticket to EWC.
Let's wait and see here, folks. 7 minutes in.
Bro, I got stunned? Yeah, you're right. I saw that.
Turtles and
Surprised.
Sonic, they're still behind. If you take a look at the
I think the Sun threw off his auto timer because he definitely had time for like a split second to auto, but he thought he auto, but when he got stunned, he probably didn't press it again.
see what he will bring to
Yeah, 500 gold lead and win.
or do to equalize that gap.
Yeah.
CZ actually has the biggest gold lead. Wow. It's Loopy can't lane. He has to give all the gold to Kyrie. Like Sujin should be ahead,
That's a good decision.
but he's not because Loopy is giving his gold to Kyrie.
Back a lot of times, and you can trade with the basic attack much
But then
better.
CC's getting a really strong lead. CC was such a good pick, bro. Oh, wow. AOG, but not gonna connect. Sounds 1 HP. Has to get out. Keyboy. Why did he engage 1v5? So gets a free top, sure, but only 1v5 engage from Keyboy. Pretty sus.
RRQ though, they have a free mid. It's always a trade. This is what I love about this game so far. There's no one. Yes, RRQ right now is leading in gold, but when you see the skirmish, when you see the exchange they've done in this game, it's always intellectual, not just pointless
But I
brawl
hello.
in the playoffs in MPL Indonesia. Because right now it's RRQ and ONIC in Jakarta International Velodrome. But yeah, back to my point earlier about the items. It looks like Sans is gonna go for an early wishing lantern, knowing that Rinse and Edom will be his main target.
I'm actually so annoyed that my stream didn't start.
To play that front to back.
I gotta figure out why.
Especially for Salvador
Very
as
strange.
well. RRQ, they want to chase.
Oh.
Might be up for extending.
Keyboy. Oh, that's gonna be Keyboy looking for an engage.
Oh, the Keyboy's gotta be careful, man.
No commitment on this Tsunami
There's nobody.
Kyrie.
So I thought this Clay is kind of a bad pick. There's nobody he can engage on.
Yeah, far lane.
Actually, no one.
RRQ who has
Especially when you have like a Harith as well. It's not like a one-shot. They don't have like a one-shot follow-up. Eve Harith. They do damage. Oh, Sans has no flicker here. That's an early RDUM. Not even trying to run. Oh, big crossbow Tang. Kyrie with the ult. Is it gonna matter though? Oh, big damage. Can he get out? No, he's dead. 1 for 3.
Double, and that's gonna be ONIC. 2 members only up.
I think this is over for ONIC. RQ's comp is better late. There's nobody for Keyboy to engage on.
Does not have the retribution, but no ONIC players is in sight, and that is a green light for RRQ to take this one.
Like,
And it looks like they want to wait.
I feel like if you play Kalea, you need to have like both tank junglers, man.
And it's gonna come in
Or at least Basha.
40 seconds.
Because if they go with tank jungler, the Kalea already -1 person they can go on.
Heal just a little bit.
Okay.
And RRQ has
Mage
full firepower
and
to
marksman
be able
usually will just draft to have Purify.
in our turrets.
So you can't go either of them.
Pass.
And then XP, they went CC with Purify. So he can't go on him either. Like he only can go on Gatot and Basha. Both that have very good escape. But Basha just doesn't die and Gatot has his ult AOG. The Clay can't do anything.
Is packed. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not here, you are missing out.
They should not have opened the Basha at that point. In that like situation. Just have to ban the Basha.
And now, this match is nothing short of amazing as well. Keyboy secured an early winter crown instead of the fleeting time, knowing that he has to somehow tank up that crossbow tank, and it's very likely that Toy will be able to proc it down to the frontliners of ONIC.
Let's wait and see. ONIC behind 4K. They need to defend this first lord. They have
Alright, let's get to Clay and Harith. I actually think Harith wins that matchup.
execute this push.
But though, like if they're even footing, Wayman kind of fucked him early game. He couldn't even walk up.
It is Kyrie, so he has to.
So a little bit of a skill gap.
In this kind of situation, he has to somehow, split push and take down like a single minion wave for him to be able to make a big difference. Keyboy though, that's a lot of damage. Oh, almost taken. Oh my god!
Damn, died to burn. That's crazy.
That is Rinse
He just
with
got
an
chunked.
early divine glaive.
Lethal ignition as well, and that was Keyboy just
He got melted there. Goddamn.
the damage. And I think he knows the fact that he only has the robe, and it's not enough.
You got a second item divine glaive. Wow.
Or mid-game damage
Damage is crazy.
for Rinse here.
big mistake. Let's see, will that mistake
AOG gonna connect up to Loopy. Loopy has the flicker. Is he gonna get out though? No, he's just dead. Severo trying to do his best to make a turnaround damage. Not gonna be enough. Revitalize goes off. They're all fine. Just a free pick. It looks so over, bro. I don't know how ONIC comes back like that. A lot of times you can see a comeback possible because of turnaround potential, but I don't see like, unless Eve does a fuck ton of damage and it gets a really good counter RWM for when RRQ engages, I don't see otherwise. Wow, look at CC's gold compared to Phobius. 3k up. It's so hard to play Phobius here. Like, there's nobody for him to go on either. He won't do damage to Basha. They have no like fighters for him to go on. He can't. The Wanwan's just gonna kill him or kite him. Like if he wanted to go on Wan, he would need Dominance Antique. But since he had CC, he had to go. I'm sorry, not Dominance Antique. Dominance Blade Armor. But CC fucks Phobius anyway. It's like a major draft gap. Like actually insane draft gap this game.
I think they want to contest this Lord, which I don't think is wise.
Oh, they're just gonna fight. Yeah, they like RRQ doesn't need to fight Lord at all. Oh, Toy being very dumb. Wow, Toy was way too aggressive there. 1 for 1 so far. This is good for ONIC. They actually play it slow and win this. Sans has the flicker still. He could bait. No, the taunt goes off. Oh, but they trade one though. 2 for 3, not terrible. Oh, Severo. Big damage. Oh, has to flicker. Are they going for? They can't end. They can't end. Are they going for the end? No way, right? They're just getting the high ground. They're gonna dip. Loopy's up at 5. I think like MVP of this game either Rins or Diren. Toy kind of trolled right there. They could have hard won that fight, but he went in solo, like way overconfident.
To pull off is without a purple buff, and that is Ling.
Take a look at
potential halved.
Take a look at the Rita's
No, Rins, a little more patience, man. Could have got it.
Their own purple buff. That's gonna be a free Lord. Let's see though, ONIC's high ground, not too shabby.
Yeah,
But they lost already 2 base turrets.
yeah, but the thing is, Connie, Keyboy will look for someone to Tsunami Slam. And I cannot think of a good target here. Keyboy will be pretty much someone that burns a Purifier or a spell from the opposing team.
Yeah.
Caught up, just AOG away. Tyrant still has a Purifier. Situation, do you really want to go for a total that's...
Up in CW had eye surgery? Damn, really? I don't know that.
So, Keyboy, like, what's
the plan?
I was also curious because CW is one of their like best players.
Marching mid. Will this be the final push of game 1?
Another airstrike. Oh, an ult. Wait, actually good ult from Keyboy. Edok without AOG. He's just gonna die. Big damage. Oh, wow. Loopy dead. Keyboy dead. Up to Kyrie and... Ooh, Kyrie gets out actually. And Toy's dead as well. Wait, this is a turnaround. Huge turnaround potential here. Wow. Oh, Kyrie's dead. What am I watching? Is he dying in the burn? Wow, he lives. That's crazy. RRQ is still in the game, man. I don't know how Toy is dying. I think Toy is like kind of trolling. Like huge trolling right now. He should not be dying this much.
Especially with all the turrets are taken away from ONIC. 4K.
Just run Sutsujin? No, he was waiting for his spin. It's kind of risky to run because she could just chase and predict this movement. He was trying to dodge and sidestep, but like Eve just has to auto aim to connect. Toy is like mega trolling though. Dying way too much.
The odds are against the Sky Kings.
Let's see. Minute number 16. So we're 2 minutes away for the next Evolved Lord. Question is, RRQ, will they wait for that Evolved Lord? Timing.
I would say yes. Because
Yeah, they probably should wait for the Lord. They still have a lead. It's still hard for ONIC to fight Lords. They just kind of fight in their base.
And RRQ right now, they have a pretty safety lead, I gotta say, especially from the map. And you can see there in the in-game equipment.
But Phobius is still so behind.
The main difference here is the EXP laner ready on brand for a CC against a Phobius. CC clears the lane much faster when he has the item, and also that C halberd will come in handy against some of the healers or some of the guys that has a shield proc from ONIC.
That's a good
Wait, what is Keyboy doing?
Keyboy figures out. Feather airstrike, everything. Tsunami slam onto Tsujin. But that's
Keyboy's gonna live. Maybe. No, no, no. AOD goes off. Wow, this is bad for ONIC. Oh, again, 1 HP. Has the win. Pops it off. I think he's dead, though. He gets out. There's a fight going on here. Why is Tsujin up that far? Wait, what? They're so split. This is terrible. Bro, I don't. Why is RRQ fighting right before Lord? What is RRQ doing? It's like so. Like they're actually like why? All they have to do is just set up and wait for Lord again.
Because that was a bit too much damage. I do not know if a single, rose gold meteor
ONIC played better. RRQ's playing like monkeys right now, man. They're making like the worst decisions.
They might commit this Lord.
Wow, they can't defend. They can't. Yeah, they can't contest. It's already gone.
The members of RRQ, mind you, that was the Lord not involved just yet.
Oh, how does ONIC do this, man? This is the MSC Champ Composer. As we're gonna take a look at the replay presented by Samsung Galaxy S25 series. You can see there, Keyboy.
Bro, you talk a lot. Yeah, I talk a lot. What a comment. It's a restream, yeah. Of course I talk a lot. It's funny.
It kind of turns into one.
Okay, well, I don't think ONIC wins with this unless RRQ make a stupid decision and fight again.
Lord marching top. Go. ONIC just playing it rather slow. Kyrie is busy doing work in the bottom side, so let's see how RRQ handle this wave.
Oh, Ludwig might be on the receiving end of RRQ's onslaught, but it looks like they want to back off just a bit.
Just defending the base.
Pretty much the whole team of ONIC is ready to back him up. And by the way, Toy finally secured that Athena shield. That's a game changer, I gotta say.
That is. Oh, that's an angle. Tsunami slam.
No, Fury.
Triggered by Rins. Again, ONIC
But like, Keyboy has a lot of cooldown reduction now, so getting a Purify out's actually good. That's worth at this point in the game.
Especially they want to take that purple buff for Kyrie.
Now Sans is really strong. He actually supplemented a lot of damage versus the Basha. Hard to play Basha now. It's up to Toy to do like a lot, but he's like just dying at the start of the fights or before fights even happen, so it's really bad. Oh my god, just destroyed. Toy like has the hard back off here. Gets the ult off. I think it's over. I think ONIC wins. Yeah, ONIC wins. Wow. ONIC really wins this game. That is crazy that ONIC wins this game. That is crazy. Toy is a griefer. Actual chokeski, not gonna lie. That is RRQ chokeski. The like definitive chokeski. That's kind of disgusting. I can't believe they're losing this. I know, right? It's actually insane losses.
Ladies and gentlemen,
look at disgusting throw.
We got a series in our hands.
The thing is, Toy play lane's so good too. Like he was hard winning the 1v1 versus Severo. But his decision making in team fights is just terrible.
All the turrets. It's nothing sort of miraculous. This is the prime on.
And I don't know why RRQ, that last Lord, tried to fight. I could have just played macro. And like reset for Lord fight. There's no reason to fight. He didn't have the rose goal, that's why he died.
Another step, right? Another step forward. That grand final.
How to counter Harith late?
MSC. Let's see though. It was just game one.
I mean, Harith was annoying, but like they just played it bad. It shouldn't have gone to late game.
And all the ONIC sets, all the Sonics, definitely happy to see this turnaround. 15% for the AI prediction win rate. But this is a bunch of humans that do not know when to
RRQ throwy.
Was a huge game changer.
They didn't underestimate the damage. They just threw the fights leading to late game. They should not have lost those fights. Toy kept dying at the start of fights, and then Sutsujin would be way too far up as Ling dives backline. The same thing Kyrie did versus Geek, where it's like Voliski would be on the backline looking for an ult, but Kyrie and Basha would walk up way too far and then die. It's like just the Basha mentality, I guess. They walk up so far, don't realize their team's getting fucked. They don't turn around.
Absolute cinema, bamboozled, gobsmacked.
Crazy though. Game 5 series, I hope.
one fight back from the
I hope this
side.
goes to a game 5. Be very entertaining series. That was a very entertaining game.
How are you feeling, Arashi? You okay?
At least compared to the previous series. The previous series was terrible.
It is what it is.
Thank you for the memberships, Gabriel and Gideon. Appreciate it.
Into the intentions. It seems like
Is that Midnight with Mirko?
steal away the initiative, right? Show this,
Is that Midnight?
spider style.
I don't really recognize. I'll be honest. I only know like Mirko and
and then they bring it out. Doing so well.
the only casters I know off the top of my head are Mirko, Lafell, Naisu, Gideon.
A tough loss, you know, for game 1, but also for the mental state of the players of RRQ as well.
And then yeah,
it's a good start. Honestly, like you know,
Leo.
exploiting strategy like this, something that you've never done in the regular season.
It's because I had conversations like those people. Eterna? Okay, of course I know Eterna. Arashi I know, but I don't really talk to Arashi.
It's promising. It's just that again,
I think I had like maybe I said hi like once. But
same fate.
that's like the only one. Did you take a nap? Oh no, I've been awake. MVP? It's gonna be Severo or Sans. But probably Severo. Oh, Sans, wow. Yeah, that's it, or Sans. Sans did a lot of work. People are gonna say like Severo did work, but Sans on the Eve. Like he was getting hard focused. Very hard focused. He played well, playing safe. Sans jump scare. Makes sense. Not too surprising.
We called in the early parts of the draft that RRQ were really looking for the snowball. 1-1, Baksha and the Farsa, and they were able to get that. That's why you could see that ONIC were really struggling in the early game. They had some solid components to hold them in the early game, like the Kalea, I'd say the Yves mid prio, and also the Phobias. But for ONIC, the main win condition is still the late
Sans. Let's give Severo the MVP? I think Sans did good too. I'm not really not that big of a difference. They both did good.
You're putting the immobility field in the box of the Zaman Force as well. So you get double value when you lock people down. I think big ways that RRQ have been able to outplay in this game has been how they've been able to kite away from Severo's Zaman Force. Here, one small mistake, overextending just one play, and you get punished. This is, I think, ONIC always in BH and ID the way they play. They take a centimeter and they go for a mile.
Yeah.
And if you look at how they were playing there, like for RRQ, after a while, when they didn't seem to recognize that ONIC can now strike back, have reached that gold equilibrium to actually try and fight back with the items with
equilibrium
in the late game. So again and again, you see Toy kind of left out alone, and Kyrie having space to actually operate, do at least a decent amount of damage, if not take out one member from RRQ and then get out. Whereas in the early game, and especially in the mid game, when RRQ were just moving forward and there was no real safe zone for ONIC, you see that he got chased down again and again and was pressured for the most part. So I feel like his pressure there that kind of put Toy.
What are you eating? Some like chewables. I finished 2 boxes of the respawn
I feel like that was a big
little candy things.
Eventually, we're able to just out-damage and outlast the late game coming in from RRQ Hoshi.
Yeah, to be fair though, let's be honest here, like RRQ had that game. There was just a, you know, a timer, a deadline for RRQ to finish. Yep. When they took the Lord, they failed to push the top lane, but in all honesty, this was RRQ's game.
Is Twitch stream on now? No, I have to like restart my whole stream if I want to figure out why Twitch stream isn't starting. So I'm sorry about that. For those of you like watching on Twitch, I don't know why it won't start. Genuinely, it's very annoying. And there's no way to start it unless I restart everything.
To just rely on a split push game from Severo and Kairi. But RRQ Hoshi, again, there was this problem with this composition that when you go for a team fight, you have to be very precise on how you engage, because you are going to be under the pressure of the real world manipulation. Mobility is not your best friend, because this lineup has reach, but disengage is something that is already being, already being taken out of the equation because of the Zaman Force. Now add the, add the real world manipulation to the equation.
Only me and 2 others are regular in Twitch. I think there's a few regulars on Twitch, a little more than just 2. But it's just unfortunate.
Wow. I mean, the way they played it was just perfect. I agree with you. You know, it looked like ONIC were cooked, but because they were holding so well, they kept their base turrets. Yes, Keyboy died. There were a lot of flashy plays from RRQ. It almost felt very, very stable despite it all. Yeah. We kind of knew that, especially after getting the Lord, it would have to be, especially I think after the second Lord, it would have to be an evolved Lord to really end the game, to really give RRQ the final push over. And that's why you could see them making desperate plays. Towards the end, that Sans immobility field, that RWM that caught them all, was the the big game changer in my opinion, right?
Yeah.
It was also a force because they knew that their game time, their win condition, their window of closing out the game was closing out real quick too. They needed a big fight to go their way so that they can get a free evolve lord perhaps, because in the late game, Eve, Harrod, Ling, they technically outscale.
I hate they can't rewind on Twitch. You can rewind on Twitch. It's just a bit tedious. You need to go to the video section and then click on the most recent thing. They have to have a specific setting that has like live stream replays available. I have that setting on, so it works for me.
The MSC battle plan. Let's take a look at Lolita being picked up by Team Liquid PH and MPL PH. Talk to me about this pick, Midnight.
Why don't you have that here in MPL ID?
Against the Kimmy,
there's a
right?
bunch of Kimmys, there's a bunch of Rangers, Irithels, mind you. Why don't teams pick up Lolita? I was talking to Arashi yesterday, and I asked him, why do you think Lolita's not picked here? And it was like, I don't know.
I'll give you an answer.
So I agree. I also like the Lolita, you know, as a potential solution to all of these marks.
I'll give you the answer. The style that we play, we play a very slow style where it's like a lot of
Pitch quality is far better. Yeah, it is better visually for YouTube.
But here, the brawls are so constant, man. One big
I will make sure it works tomorrow. For sure. I'm gonna test. I'll test stream beforehand, like everything enlisted with Twitch. Just test it, make sure it works, and then I'll make sure it works for sure. I will not risk it not working. I would be very annoyed if it doesn't work.
All the longer fighting abilities, all the longer fighting tanks are usually what we go for. That's why we don't see Minzathar, Odette, and also Kaja. One Kaja.
On Rome,
right? On Rome. In jungle, we saw it.
But the most OP pick out of everyone. Yeah.
Barats. It can swing a game from a 2-0 all the way back to a 3-2.
Wow. That Barats miracle. Is it gonna haunt your dreams?
It's okay, brother. talk us through it. We'll work it out.
We're here for you.
I mean, you know what's funny? Like that was also.
Did they lose to a Barats or something? Is that why they're joking about it? I don't know the bit.
Like, all right, just never pick that hero again. No.
At least like Barat, sure. Like it's a unique pick, but a 1-1, something you know is pretty good when there's no Irithel. Now that. Anyways.
This is the blueprint of our MSC journey. Indonesia against
Oh,
the
man.
Midnight, you're one of us now.
I thought it was a good WoW. He kind of played like garbage, yeah, that game.
Against
Felt no impact from him.
teams, we have
It's a little upsetting.
low rate. What is wrong here?
Well, I think it's the consistency of Indonesian teams for the longest time. I mean, we could go on and on. I think this is like an hour segment, really. If you want to talk
It's a
about
podcast.
the deep problems about Indonesia against the world, heck, even against Singapore, against Malaysia, inconsistency all throughout here for Indonesia. Even though we're the second best in the world,
Yeah, it's literally 50-50.
it's still 50-50.
Literally.
I think one of the major contributing factors is just the stark contrast of play. Like as Mirko's mentioned earlier, like we love playing the slow style of MLBB where
Calculated.
information is very important.
Try to play versus comp late game. The league was more annoying than I thought it would be late game. Not gonna lie.
Gameplay as well. And I think Philippines is, for the longest time has been you know, consistent in that regard, but also there's just overall learning from Indonesia as well. That's why we stole chip from you.
Yeah.
Like there was a few weeks in MPL Philippines regular season where we kept on ignoring.
While you have back as coach, ONIC had a few rough seasons. Him leaving didn't help, so they put him back, and now they're doing better. It could have been a slump from players though, not necessarily the Ep's fault.
Resurgence, I would say, of like Brawl as well and PH. We've you know, for 2 years we've had like 8 kills in a 15-minute game. Now you're seeing like 20 kills, 30 kills, 40 kills even in MPL PH.
Especially the top tier teams. Right?
Top tier teams.
A few of those games were like just action-packed, going at it, full battles.
Yeah.
And that game actually reminded me of the ONIC PH versus TLPH matchup when ONIC PH were the ones with Ling, King Kong, and Kaura Harrod. They just played for the late game. They were losing in the early game hard against TLPH on a boxy jungle too.
Yeah.
How easy it was.
Same exact game.
Yeah.
Waiting for the late game.
Barashi, do you think that win rate will slowly boost up again in this MSC?
See, the truth of the matter is, it's a lot harder to raise your win rate than lose it, right? If you ever played a game, or if you play Mobile Legends, right, and you see I have a 100% win rate, one loss, and you lose like 10%, you win 5 times, you'll even get back half of that, you know? So I'm just saying, it's a lot harder to bring it back up. But I feel like if we keep improving the way we are, we keep getting quality coaches, quality, you know, people, staffing the teams that can actually elevate our players even more. Slowly but surely, that should be the case.
Stop stealing.
Capital, bold, italic, underline should, okay?
Stop
Midnight.
stealing.
Midnight, obviously you're dominating our region now.
Close the poll.
me,
All right. Also, close the poll. Make a new poll.
Idea teams.
I would say
Poll.
not advice, but it's more of like just
Game to winner.
Even your top teams have good macros. Like, you know, Indonesia has been really good at adapting the PH way. Like, there's a lot of games in a regular season, even in this playoffs, that, you know, showcase sort of like the lower dances, the slow games. It's just
Lupi
that
goated, bro. I don't think Lupi
kind
really
of
did that
hard
much that
to,
game.
you know, pace yourself against something that has pioneered it. Like, PH has been on that for years now. Indo, of course, is catching up to that.
Yeah.
And so was the other regions, mind you. So I think just overall trusting the process that, you know, everyone's gonna get there.
That process is going to take quite some time because you know, Indonesia has been up there, but with the resurging, you know, power.
Yeah, they're just shitting on Indo right now. That's crazy.
We are humbled. We are humbled.
I think at this point it's like, yeah, I mean, how many more M series do we need to watch? How many more MSCs do we need to watch? But it's okay, you know, because at least we have the better crowd, right?
And they're shooting pot shots at each other. Better crowd and whatnot.
I think
Redmar.
Like shit talk back and forth.
They all say that, you know, Indo has the best crowd.
Yeah.
I think M4 in I think it was Tennis Indoor, right? That was, I think, one of the best crowds there is.
Yeah, when there was an Indonesian team, for sure. I agree. Like, even for the grand finals, PH, they all showed
Exactly. They were still in the huge, amazing, loud Indonesian crowd here, even though it was a PH grand
We're
final.
gonna M4.
So,
Making me sad.
Yeah.
That's why the argument is quality versus quantity.
Oh, now I see.
So in
now
teams, you have the quality over quantity, but in the crowd, we have both quality and quantity.
We don't know. We don't know. But
That's
to be fair though, like when RRQ was playing yesterday, we were talking with.
What's your comment? End of season people throwing to get titles on main hero and only throw other games.
Kinda looked like a scene from
What? So if they don't get their hero, they just throw.
Everyone was there.
I mean, bro, like globals mean nothing now. People who do that are just sad.
It's not even dead bodies. Like,
And globals mean literally nothing. So easy to get.
The stage. Some people,
So I don't have much an opinion on that. It's just
and I was like,
sad people are actually doing it though.
goodness.
The Walking Dead mentioned, hey, it's the quality show right there. Still watching it until now. Play the way they
fuck?
want to play.
Just happened.
Not have that, you know, time restraint. They have to close.
Just happened, actually.
In 18 minutes.
Well, if they want to go with the same kind of strategy, the timer is
That was weird.
That's just the way it is. That's how it's balanced, right? If there's no timer, that will be the meta, obviously.
That's true.
But I think they need to recognize that ONIC understands that as well and knows how to play against it.
That was a little strange.
So they have to be
A little freaky.
a bit more smart, intelligent with how they want to play the early game and have like further plans on how to keep ONIC down as long as possible.
Alright, get in the game. I want to get the game. I want to get into the game. Ah, get into the game.
Towards that late game, even though things are desperate, they want to make sure that they have a good balance of taking the right risks, but still respecting the counter potential. Because again, after all, this is ONIC.
Yeah, they have to be,
Be
honestly, they have to be
honest.
little RRQ here and rap. And what we mean by rap is RAP, refine, and polish. Honestly,
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. RAP, refine, and polish.
What happened early game? What happened mid game? They were in full control. That mistakes have to be lessened. This is the this is the playoffs. You're one man away.
Oh, that's really close. That's really close to being not sounding too good.
In the game when they were forced to do these errors from ONIC, like Toy overstepping.
Game is this Mobile Legends bang bang.
Yeah.
Lord actually push into the
That
tower,
R7?
getting
Yeah, I think
into
R7's like watch partying live.
I think
from,
RRQ, has the mechanics, to actually pull these crazy moves off. But there are some things in the game that you just don't do.
Exactly. I think if we take a look at, again, the Snapdragon Pro Series Mobile Masters in the Grand Finals against ONIC Philippines, this was the main criticism as well towards RRQ Hoshi, is that they do really well in the early game. They have the better template. They know how to play the early game with their execute system so well. But when their opponents are good enough to handle that storm in the early game, to weather it, in the late game, their decision making, when it's no longer that system, when it's no longer as formulaic as the early to mid, it gets kind of weird. It gets very confusing for them, and that's where experience plays a bigger factor. ONIC, trio mid, we know that the experience has just been amazing. And again, for RRQ, they are newer players. They have newer and younger players.
They gotta train.
All right, get into the game.
Skill, dude, where they have no idea what's gonna happen.
Please
but
get
they
into the
have to
game.
know kind of what they want to do, what they can possibly need to do as well. And I think it's more importantly, we've seen them already improve so much in that department as well. Because you saw earlier, even when Kyrie went for the purple steal to trade for a Lord, Rins was there. So the read to really shut down the maneuvers from ONIC is there. It's all about polishing. It's all about cleanup. And in that sense, I do have high hopes for RRQ. But let's see, man. The next game coming up, only time will tell.
RRQ has first picked again.
Am I supporting?
They will.
Yeah, I'm not particularly supporting any of these, like either team.
Will it be the same bands again, the same picks, or will they try to pivot into a different angle
Interested
on towards
the game.
I really don't think they should change too much.
Yeah,
it was
I
a
agree.
formula that worked, and they should have just played it.
Nothing in particular.
I think they can. They could adjust just a bit, and then they can capitalize on a lot of the ONIC early game mistakes.
Yeah, I agree, because the thing is, like, you know, I've watched so many MLBB games, I've watched so many series. I hate when people try to change too much.
I hate it.
Just played a good game, just, you know, adjust accordingly.
It's so terrible.
These are the things that we shouldn't do, and, you know, stick with the game plan. Because again, overall, RRQ had a full grasp on the game against ONIC, and
Who's shortcuts? I literally invented one.
they have.
Exactly. Now we are back to draft
Chip ban.
for the official smartphone. Samsung Galaxy S35 series 3 bands. For RRQ, it's still the Fanny, the Masha, and the Loyi. The exact same 3 bands to enter the second drafting phase. With the Hayabusa there popping up for ONIC. What does this tell you, Arashi? Are they scared of a possible...
Okay, bans, Haya ban, Masha ban again from RRQ. They really don't want to open that.
Hayabusa, excuse me.
To be fair,
Yeah, they're really not going to ban the Basha.
does really well is the Hayabusa and the Joy. That's a known factor at this point. So I'm curious to see if it's actually going to be a
Yeah, Basha first pick again. I mean, I think it works well. I think RRQ just threw.
The man notorious for just doubling
I don't think they should go Kalea again.
but he was still on
Well, actually, no, they kind of have to go Kalea again because they can't give
Yeah, I was gonna
Kalea and that.
RRQ is just suicide.
They don't have a choice.
Because, ONIC still has like Kalea Fredrin. This one I like the the Farsa and the Kalea. The steal as well from Sans against Rins. Now Rins is forced to play like the utility mages now, which is still good at, you know, if he gets his hands on the Eves. Unfortunately, the Zushin is banned out. But it locks in that, that damage for ONIC and also stealing away from RRQ. Now, question is for RRQ, with the Basha strategy, what do you pick on Rins that deals enough damage in the early game to sort of like make sure that you also
Farsa this time. I like going for the Farsa second for the Kalea, so actually like burst people. They're just gonna go for a Granger.
They went for the Harith with the Kalea. Now they go for the Farsa.
Granger Val. Okay, so they want to actually have like heavy prio mid. They want to snowball a lot harder this game.
If it's still picked up.
Irithel.
Again, what ONIC did to Geek Fam too.
Interesting.
Geek Fam made a mistake where they didn't go for the jungle, or sorry, they didn't go for the gold lane in the early phase, and then we saw the Irithel pick.
Irithel early is kind of freaky, but maybe it's like a comfort thing, so I can't really shit on it.
To force the Granger or the Wanwan to come up for the opposing side. Now that they see the Granger, it's so easy for the Irithel. They swap it out again, and they deal with the possible
Lucas ban.
counter to the Harith. Again, ONIC. This is the refined Yeb we're seeing, the refined version of Yeb from
Find
Game 1.
Yeb.
Actually, both teams are doing fantastic in the drafting stage. Most of the Valentina third picks I hate, especially if you're not taking Lucas. But in this case, again, as Miracles mentioned, the Feathered Airstrike is such a good skill to steal for the Valentina, because you do need that damage in the early game. You have the lockdown from the from the Baksha, and you also are supplementing into the early game.
Oh, Lucas is very prio. What changed?
This is the commitment of
Lucas is very good at snowballing, but he kind of falls off. So if you don't snowball, or if you don't get super far ahead, it's playable. And it was super popular for a bit because nobody knew how to play versus. It was completely new. So once people learn how to play versus something, it can seem a lot worse than it is. Yeah, I mentioned that before, and that when I talked about Basha being meta or not, being like really good or not. Like some heroes just seem really good, and then they'll actually be like not as good, and then people realize that and not pick it as much. Lucas is a big victim of that.
Still up for grabs, right? No, it's not banned out, so if they did want to play the Joy, I think that could be a possibility, but hey, they picked up the box, yeah, so I think that's going to fall in the hands of Sutsujin. Last ban for RRQ. Now, how do they wrap up the draft, right? Because I think RRQ, they have a solid base, but for ONIC, they have to be, wary of the Valentina.
I actually thought that it would be better for them to go up against Link than a Fredrin, because now if the Fredrin comes through for ONIC, they have a solid front to back, and this also opens up a signature Luthi carry in the XP, which I think is a bit more dangerous than the Ling. it can have
Signature loop peak carry in the XP.
You destroy the front to back
Ow.
with just one final slash, and you overwhelm Rins with how many good ultimates you have. There's already a Farsa and a Kalea in the team. He's gonna have to choose between one of them.
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say if they were.
Yours truly.
Take the CC now.
CC is pretty good, yeah. Actually can fuck up the Basha later in the game. And then I think RRQ, it wouldn't be like, he can't go Borg either to counter the CC because it's very hard to play Borg into Farsa.
Your timer is now real. Like you have to commit in the early game. You have to snowball because if
Have you did Zaza before? No, I've never smoked weed. I never smoked in general.
Because it'll be greedy knowing
No
that
interest.
they have the damage dealing XP, Farsa and Irithel. But technically, if they want that insta kill button, the Julian can still come up here in the
What?
Oh, what?
Oh wow.
What?
Oh wow.
What the fuck?
Oh wow.
What is this?
That's what I want to ask everyone else. What is this?
What is it?
Huh?
Midnight Miracle, any thoughts?
What?
The Traceless, man, the change on the Yi Sun-shin, the amount of crowd control that you can get, and also the overall vision helps you just, you know, get the early game.
What?
As well, you can see where the enemies are positioned down in the first throw, because again, the global.
I was not expecting
very hard
that,
for
bro.
RRQ to take in this
What?
game, especially with the YSS. The snowball that RRQ can get transitions to late game, because YSS is a scary hero if put in the jungle.
Hiding their strats.
This is like freaky.
I guess. ONIC, what will it be? Alpha.
Alpha.
They really just want to end, like they really want to snowball through the early game, controlling neutral objective 1, turtle 1, and snowballing from it.
Yeah.
Instead of the Fredrin, though?
I think it's a better way to shred the Baksha, to be fair, right?
Exactly.
Fredrin,
True damage.
the sustain that you have gets kind of countered by the Baksha, so you go in before the Baksha can do that, and you try to just shred through.
You're not gonna roam Baksha though. Not really the most.
Roam Basha is like good for early. I guess they want to like help the YSS farm.
Usually go for.
Oh, a surprise pick to enter game number 2. We'll toss it over to our casters, Gani and Jeffin. What do you think of the Yi Sun-shin?
Well, it seems like they're not.
Yeah,
playing
YSS
what
is
they say.
freaky,
They're
bro.
still hiding some picks away.
Freaky.
Seventh hero, yes, seventh hero of Sutsujin this season, the Yi Sun-shin. But the question is, will it come to fruition against the mighty ONIC?
How is this game gonna go?
Let's see if
Oh, actually, this is hype.
double their lead,
Yeah, this
or
goes.
will actually RRQ with the Yi Sun-shin equalize in this game. Let's watch.
I mean, I'm all for freaky picks, man. I hope they went with it. It'd be like hella entertaining. This is a fun match to watch. This is like what the final, like, ooh. I don't know who would win, RQ or Geek. I'm already assuming ONIC would win, but I don't know. It's like close. That's so crazy though, to pull out a YSS down a game, bro. Down one game, you whip out the YSS. Like, that confidence is crazy.
Quantum charge. This is very peculiar. I'm wondering if they're just trying to snowball here, but I'm sure that ONIC can do this.
Okay.
As well. Yeah, that's gonna be the bigger. That's gonna be.
Hey, Edoc's clearing mid alone because Rins had to reset.
Early recall. Edoc trying to hold on towards that minion.
San's getting some tower plating.
Riverside, that's gonna be
Oh.
Sutsujin making a move, forcing San to use that flicker. Oh
Wait,
my
he's just
goodness.
dead?
That's gonna be
Bro,
San
that's
taken out.
crazy that worked. That was so fucking aggressive. That's fucking insane. What was that? Wait, what? That was crazy. It was like hella greedy of Sans though to go for plating. That was hella greedy of Sans. That's a good start for a YSS to get a kill like that this early. That's like huge. And it's like a low-key kind of bad they're playing alpha, because like YSS, he'll only be have to be worried about the Kalea really. Not gonna fight. They shouldn't really want to fight too much. It's still a YSS at the end of the day. You're a little weak. It's in his best interest to farm.
With this Tyrant, the down will be amazing as well. I mean, the new and improved YSS is still annoying, right? The Mountain Shocker still gives.
Are they gonna contest?
Regarding the whereabouts now, it's gonna
He's got his boat back. He looking. Okay, wait, that was kind of freaky. Wait, Kyrie is gonna live. No, Dyron wasted his skill too.
damage. That's the fixer
Nice.
from Dyron.
Played Dyron.
Extra 200 gold added for.
I'm rooting for RRQ this game, like heavily, just because of the ISS.
That's why we've been saying that Dyron
I think SwydChickn was a little too crazy there going in like that. Like, he was way too overconfident just going in.
with those set here as well. There's a reason why he is the first team in MPL Indonesia in season 15. But that also
I like the confidence though. I fuck with it.
the weakness of Eastern
He's going Hunter Strike. He's going for like a one-shot kind of build.
this day and age, you want to have a jungler that can somehow sustain or just go in and go out. Hayabusa is one of them, Ling is one of them. But Eastern Shin, it's going to be a bit tricky. You have to be a bit more reliant on towards your teammate.
Why is my cam yelling?
Yeah, that's the
Hi.
thing, right? So you know, I feel like all he needs to do is not show most of the time on the map just to get that farm ASAP, just to get that level 15 spike ASAP as well. Let's see though. It's still anybody's game here, first 3 minutes.
Yeah, definitely pretty even still.
Second objective will be up.
Rins is gonna get ulted. That's the Purify. Backs off right away. Sounds force the flicker again. E-Dog might just die here. Alpha kind of hurts. Revitalize as well. Oh, nice pull. Yeah, he's just dead. Pretty bad from E-Dog.
Get over here, said Kyrie. Sans though didn't want to take that trade with
Windtalker first item Irithel. He's going for like the damage Windtalker Berserkers, I think.
team of ONIC knowing that E-Dog has nowhere to go. Even though he has the
It's like pure burst. It's dangerous to play early though. That's why he's playing like really safe. Just farming.
Which is a great pick, by the way. It's gonna be bursted with those 2 damages. We're gonna take a look at this.
Yeah, it's hard for E-Dog to play the later this game gets. He's just there for early game to help them get through.
So this is his bread and butter. Look, though.
Flicker ult goes on to Rids. Has no Purify. He's gonna get fucked. Oh, he's like molested. Big damage though from. Oh, this is 5. That's 5v5. Wow, they got bodied.
That's gonna be ONIC winning the fight and the
Yeah.
Amazing.
Ridden just got bursted. No Puri. Good engage from D-Boy.
It was RRQ in the early to mid game. Now ONIC has the advantage.
Oh.
And boy, taking a look from Zero. This is something that we expect from the Granger and the Irithel combo. And also something that, in a way, we kind of expected with the Lee Sun Shin as well, because you're going to be prone to get bursted down if you're ever so slightly overextension, overextending, especially with the amount of punish that ONIC has. Keyboy, Sans, pretty much everyone can punish, especially Kyrie. It doesn't matter how tanky RRQ's member are.
Oh, Rids has the Kalea ults. Who would he ult though? Only really Kyrie. Oh, they're gonna hard commit for Loopy. Oh, Loopy's just bursted. Wow. No vengeance. Good pick. Oh, good Puri. Thank God he has Puri. Okay, I'll pet you. I'll pet you.
Yeah, good one there coming from RRQ. They know that they have to get away.
Good pick from RRQ. They're gonna even out the gold a little bit here at that tower bot. I think maybe try not to trade top. They deny the trade. It's really good for them. Yeah, I think they deny the trade. Go hit the tower, man. Or tower. Defend the tower. Hit it. Hit it would be bad. Oh, where are they gonna look? E-Dog. Oh, T-Boy gets out.
Great respawn there. RRQ committing 5 members towards the top side.
And once again, folks, it might seem like ONIC is winning. It might seem that ONIC has the answer.
E-Dog is level 6, man.
RRQ is posing, but what happened in game number 1? They were up about 8k, 6k gold lead, but ONIC came back.
Wait, that was so bad from Diren. That was so bad. I think he's dead too. Oh, ult! On Severo! That's big! That's huge! They trade 1 for 1. Wait, I was so greedy from Severo. He greeded so hard to kill Diren or Rins, but then just got Clay ulted. It's just like not really a trade, because they get turtle. But the Goldie will not change much. Oh! Toy's gonna die. Oh, what a first kill. Fury. Damn, he's dead though. SwydChickn might clean up. I think SwydChickn cleans up. Oh my god, that CC damage. Oh, the flicker goes off. SwydChickn will die. But he dies to a roamer, so it's not as bad. Someone's gotta pick up top wave though. Hopefully E-Dog can catch it. It's like a lot of gold. Just a bit of a skirmish. 2 for 2.
All day long, but if the brawls are like this, I'm happy to see the matches 8-8 so far 6 kills in a span of 8 minutes. This is Indonesia at its truest fashion. Brings though some pokes towards Keyboy, and he actually takes the Tsunami Slam once again because he knows that
Late game is in RRQ's favor for sure. Why is this Granger? Like, they have a lot of damage, but it does heavily rely on Diren actually getting good sets and whatnots, because it's very easy for ONIC to get a set on like Edoc or Diren, and since they have so much damage with the Alpha CC, like they can just shred anyone. Like Alpha CC Farsa Aerithel is so much damage. I look, you don't like CC and Alpha together, but since they have a Basha, it works well. The seal goes off, Keyboy going top. Walking out here. That YSS ult does damage.
Doesn't seem to want to fight as 30 seconds on the clock for the first Lord.
Look at the gold lead though from Sutsujin from the Indian equipment by Dunia Games.
Spear Alpha. Nothing gonna happen.
Pretty surprising. Yes, Sutsujin is one of the best farmer in the whole game, but the fact that ONIC is leading right now and somehow Kyrie is behind in gold is a bit surprising, I gotta say. Because Alpha is also a good farmer as well with the true damage. So
YSS is gonna farm faster than an Alpha. It won't even be close. YSS is so much more mobile.
being able to output more damage than Kyrie, as Toy also secures a really important item there in Malefic 4. All the frontliners of ONIC will be screaming in pain if he gets hit by that.
Still very close. Could go either way. Oh, this is just getting hard committed here by Kyrie. Kyrie did retro for that. Oh, he's just dead. Wow, so much. That was retry, sprint, Kalea ult. It's still fightable for RRQ. I want to commit so much for that. They still have the Farsa ult though, which is pretty big. They're gonna try and force Lord. There's no retry. They have to fight first. I think forcing it outright's bad. Good poke. They just gotta play slow. Like RRQ, you can play slow and win. Keyboy's getting screwed. I don't think ONIC can fight this Lord. It's so risky. So they're looking for a play. Big Farsa ults. Oh, maybe it's fightable now. Diren misses dash. Okay, it's like definitely fightable. YSS is back though. Both have retry. Edoc should just reset, bro. Try first, go back. Guy looking with the flank. Oh, Diren? Oh, big flank. Sounds dead. Lord is flipped though. 1 for 2. YSS looking still? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, even though ONIC got the Lord, it's like not a good Lord because they lost 2. So RRQ is going to defend it pretty easily.
Looks like he was able to secure it. Sutsujin secures that endless battle elsewhere. So another
like if RRQ, they might not lose any towers if they like hard stack bot.
Which is deathless so far in this game. The killing spree did do some work. And this 11th mark, ONIC 2k gold lead, and the Lord is coming up in the bottom lane.
They're probably gonna lose bot tower. They're not walking out far enough to destroy it. They're prioritizing the mid tower, which is fair. Mid's very important. Keyboy looking for an ult onto... I don't know. Edoc is very deep right now. Good zoning by Edoc. He might die though. It was good zoning from him back there, but they can't fight because they need to defend the Lord. Bonk. Edoc's like ruined this game really bad. You see Alpha, bro? They're gonna shred him. Ooh, no. I don't know if Diren. Oh, Keyboy's dead. Nice. Loopy in a bad spot. He already dashed. Loopy might be dead here. If Toy can actually hit his shots. Not enough damage. I don't know why Diren wasn't autoing though. Could have low-key been autoing a bit. Retry from Kyrie on Diren. Top bonk. Doesn't really matter. RRQ, if they play it slow and poke, like Granger poke mostly. It's very good for them. ONIC's heavily relying on Keyboy getting good set. The game's kind of dependent on Keyboy, I'm not gonna lie. If Keyboy gets like a crazy pick on Bedang or YSS, I think killing Edoc's kind of pointless. Like sure, but his team will just counter engage. You don't really get much value out of ulting him, unless it's like a free kill. But like Bedang, if they're able to burst Bedang or YSS, it's huge. Sutsujin's really fed. a really good farm for like 4 items.
A huge item for himself. The person on the front line of ONIC. And the gold lead is slowly dwindling down towards RRQ.
RRQ plays well. They just like have a big bad fight when they throw. Last game, well, it was consistently bad. But Toy's doing a lot better on Granger this game. Oh. Kibo looking for a counter engage here. No fight. They're both fighting for the opposite lane probably right now.
Good one from both teams considering that.
They're both just gonna shove the wave, it'll be even. Oh, Kibo with an ult, but there's no follow-up. It's kind of bad. That's big. Big for RRQ. They should pressure Lord right now. It's in their best interest too. Edoc's getting ruined. He will live though. Lippy quite low. Rin's being very patient. Okay, Severo should like... Oh, Rins, bro, what? Why? Why? You're not gonna catch an Irithyll without Flicker. I can't believe you went for the double dash. All she would have to do is ult away anyway. She didn't even need to though. That's terrible. Oh, dear, missed the dash. That's so sad. Keyboard has the Flicker though. Ult's Basha. Oh, such a big damage. Oh, he's dead though. Oh, what is going on? Oh, Lord gets one. Harry is so low. Is Toy gonna fight this? It's so flip if he fights this. Nah, don't fight it, don't fight it. Bro, Rins is a griefer from that one. That's crazy. Suchi did full sent it in, man. He almost killed him too. Was able to find a flank angle and use stand up 3 members of ONIC, but when you're up and also having the that Farsa hurts. She's like 2-shotting Toy. Really hard for him to play.
Let's wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. 3K now with the Lord marching, I believe, bottom side of the map here.
They need a good bodega engage. Like the only way. He hasn't had a single good. Well, he had like earlier in the game, which is why they're winning. Like that engage on the top turtle and Sans. But he needs to get like Severo or Sans. Maybe even Kyrie or Loopy. Just more, but he just needs a good engage regardless. Keyboy looking. Not getting anyone. Wait, why is this like heavy top? You got the wave. They're gonna like commit to getting the outer turrets. I think RRQ should prioritize defending bot. Make sure the high ground doesn't go down. Just give up the 2 outer turrets. Defending your high grounds, it's gonna go down. And they lose mid anyway. Kinda rotated too slow. I'm just gonna give it up. Oh, what? That's crazy. They traded a high ground? That's actually crazy. Darren's dead. Rins is not gonna ult. Edoc and Darren are both dead. Toy is gonna live. Wait, Sutsujin is still top.
Gotta be careful. Yep, I knew that was coming.
What am I watching?
This is solo. It's not a jungler v jungler. It's Kayla Sans. Oh my goodness, Keyboy under the base. ONIC now base exposed, ladies and gentlemen. ONIC, they will double their lead in this best of 5.
Dude, I'm so lost.
Here, it's ONIC time, baby.
So one thing that's definitely noticed that is really applicable to Diren. I forget watching who did it. Like, it was someone on the team, not Diren though. Might have been ONIC, but like, if a Kalea looks to engage, he should just ult on the spot. He keeps dashing. If he just ults, the Kalea's gonna go on him and waste her ult. But he like holds his ult, then he gets ulted, and then he dies. He's doing that over and over. That's not what I'm supposed to do. Like, you bait the Kalea to go in by just ulting her, instead of just dashing first, because then he just gets like dash and ulted. Bro, that's so... That was a good game though. I would say, in terms of like what RRQ did wrong, well, like that thing for sure, because Deer would just get ulted, but then he wastes his skills and then he would die. Like, if he's gonna get ulted, he shouldn't even dash, because then he can't even get out, so he just like ults in a really weird spot and dies. Sounds like MVP again. That was pretty clean when he did at the end there. I think it might be Kyrie, just because like Kyrie is 4-0-6.
It's a 4v4, but
Severo did good too though.
take it because mostly the gold lead is on Sun
Honestly, like, everyone but
and Sans.
honestly everyone on ONIC did solid.
Somehow knew that he's gonna be outside of the map because
Nah, that's crazy. He 1v1'd him.
to get away from Sutsujin's damage.
Rin's is Rin's played like Edok couldn't do much. You look at Edok 0-7, but like his pick was so they could fight early game, and he would fall off, right? I think Rin's did fucking terrible though. He had the Clay ult. He could have ulted the CC back at base there, but he didn't. I don't know why he didn't just ult the CC under tower, try to kill her. He was like holding it for he was holding it for Severo, but like you're not gonna have the opportunity again like you had the earlier in the game to ult Severo for free. Like you don't have a flicker.
Oh my. Bro.
Look at that guy. Look at this beautiful man right here. This handsome dude.
Brother man.
Sans, this guy is so good, out of this world. Stop the recall from happening. Sutsujin couldn't even...
Incoming 3-0? I hope it's not a 3-0, man. I hope RRQ wakes the fuck up and locks in.
He was able to get the elimination
I really hope so.
against Sutsujin.
Be a lot more,
Major
you know,
gets an assassin,
intense.
by the way, right? When Sans on the Farsa, it's a whole different beast, dude. That it just makes the hero like 10 times better.
Brother, you do not play a YSS god with a YSS. You do not outplay the original YSS god.
This is the guy that picked recent Shin in the grand finals of season 8 and got a savage against RRQ Hoshi Sans. The original YSS god. You're right. Man, what a play. The recall. You know, he flickered with a feather airstrike in the base to cancel out the initial recall. Then he continued to chase on because he knows without Sutsujin, without the Yisun Shin, it was going to be really tough to even go for the 4v5.
Yeah.
Dude, this guy.
We thought
We
RRQ
own
able
this.
to get the
We
beast power.
own
It
this.
turns out like
Hey.
ONIC does not take that standing
Are they
down.
giving the sounds again?
No way.
You were shouting. Is it
Probably.
an
No?
angle?
Or
But it
Kyrie.
was denied by Gina Sans. It was a perfect sequence.
Oh no, it's not gonna be MVP again.
As Mirko mentioned, when he followed up onto Sutsujin, he was going.
Dude, I've been saying this since like ONIC versus Geek, the first series. Like,
he knew Sutsujin
if they just ban out Sans, force one mage that's like easy to die, like easy to kill or hard to play, like ONIC falls apart. They actually rely on Sans so much. Like when Geek was throwing out 5 mage bans, bro, ONIC was looking sus.
He was able to stun the YSS enough for the second skill to go out as well for additional damage and pick off the YSS.
And look at some of these fights, man. It really seemed like RRQ. Even we are quite confused on what the idea is. Do they want to
Alright,
go for the mid game, the
let's close
late
the poll.
game, early game? Because they were trying to go for that fight earlier, but they didn't go and focus on the turtle.
Sans by so many heroes, it's not about the hero pool, it's about whether heroes can escape or not. Like Eve, very mobile, can run Purify, like easy to run out, whatnot. When Sans is forced to play Low Yi is super easy to catch and dive on. And then Farsa as well. Purified Bird, you can go away super fast, it's very easy to live. Like, Farsa, Valentina, Eve are like very mobile. Eve is not like that mobile, but she gets a lot of move speed when she has CDR. But like Sans has to perform for ONIC to win. I don't think I've seen like a win where Sans didn't perform.
Swear RRQ just trolling and saving Stratno? Feel like it's always like this with ONIC. Win upper bracket and lose in grand finals. Shit feels like flashback from Bren upper bracket finals.
I think they're trying. I mean, I wouldn't say they're not trying. They want to win. They're guaranteed to go to EWC if they win this.
I wonder who's gonna get. Please make it blind pick. Just make it Sanji versus Sans on Farsa.
Brother, he waited for the trace.
That'd be cool.
The guy is.
That's crazy.
But how is he so confident? That's against...
Because he is
fully
not.
fed YSS.
Because he's insane, brother.
He knows.
He does not operate like a human being. He is gila, bro.
He knows the limits of the Yisun Shin. No one knows it better, I feel, than Sans.
At that moment, Sutsujin was not playing the YSS. Sans was playing the YSS. You're gonna do this, and if you do this, I do this.
Sutsujin was merely dancing to Sans' tune, brother.
Exactly.
Wow.
But I will have to say, if we have to nitpick, that early game was disastrous for RRQ. With this composition, you do not want to face off against the Alpha in the early game. That's why we saw the Alpha, we're like, all right, they want to snowball. Luckily, they were good enough to actually stabilize somehow in the mid game, which is, in my opinion, quite crazy in its own right. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. Had they waited for that moment, had they traded up until that moment, I think we would have seen a possible RRQ win. But
Yeah.
again, they didn't. They dropped the ball way too early, giving an alpha. 508 on an alpha. This is an assassin stat on a fighter that is very one-dimensional. You go old, you need to win the fight. If you don't, you're kind of cooked.
Yeah, you know, he was sitting in the same boat. Kyrie, if you lose the early game, that's it. You know, you just lose to the snowball. Of
RRQ Throshi, man.
You know, the definition of snowball here is not that you're taking the first objective. You're taking the first turtle. No, you're taking your timing. You're waiting for the power spike to come so that you're able to maximize the existence of the hero. And RRQ Hoshi, this is not a lineup that wins first turtle, especially up against an alpha, up against a Forza, and Akalea. You're a YSS. You have some time to trace this for the retribution still, but guess what's gonna follow? Like never-ending crowd control from ONIC Philippines. You're gonna get doped on by the alpha. We have alpha with the with the feathered airstrike. YSS dead. So RRQ needed to play for the resource game so that when the YSS timer comes, you shut down the alpha, you play with the Granger.
NSC final ONIC ID resigned PH. Alright, all that.
I don't know if you noticed, but you said
We'll see, who knows?
Oh, did I? Sorry, ONIC. It's a
RRQ has the potential, man. They just make like a few really bad decisions and then it's over once you make those kind of decisions.
They know what they're supposed to do, but it's just at the wrong time. RRQ, they needed to wait for the YSS items to come out, play under the timings. But what happened was the reverse. ONIC was just allowed to utilize the alpha, utilize the the existence of the Barca, and then the Granger YSS mid-game power spike was no longer.
Yeah, like they mistimed when they're supposed to do the things they were supposed to do. I think the only reason why they were even able to recover, I think, was mainly Dyron, right? With Edok being on a non-real playmaker hero, being on just a roly-poly, right, rolling around. He walked over earlier in the conversation, and he said like, Edok on a Baksha, really? What kind of plays can we expect?
Text message.
Well, not much. So it was
What are we
Dyron.
doing this weekend?
With the Badang plays. But it just, well, again, wasn't enough considering the context, how difficult it already was for them. So it's a possible winning angle. It just did not come through, man.
Yeah, but also the existence of Gila Suns. Like again, Dyron had an amazing crowd control. Three-man stun with the with the Badang, but unfortunately the feathered airstrike was there, sort of like zone out the the damage dealers on the backside, and most of the time it was ONIC IDs. Pacing in terms of the team fight, and RRQ wasn't just able to, catch up in terms of damage, in terms of farm, and in terms of execution because ONIC was just prevailing in every single team fight.
Yeah, this is so good as well for Sans. The storyline is that we all had kind of like the consensus that he might be declining. In the early season of MPL IDC,
well, he was.
15, he was, technically, and, Yep came back, and it felt like he was finding his rhythm again. And fitting well into ONIC, and
Someone's texting me right now. Is there a coach?
It's like Prime Sans all
Right?
over again.
No.
Or is it Prime Sans?
It's like he never left.
Yeah.
Like it never left. Yeah.
It's like it never left. To go back to the draft again, though, we were already talking about how RRQ, they had a pretty good formula in game number 1. Unfortunately here, we said maybe don't change too many things. ONIC forced it upon them, right? With the Farsa pick. That in itself stopped that same composition from coming out for the side of RRQ. And despite ONIC winning game 1, they wanted to win they wanted to win convincingly. Game 1 wasn't that convincing. They had to wait for the late game. That's when game number 2, stealing the Farsa away, was a genius move in the end.
One of the best steals.
You saw the Valentina, and you're like, okay, that Valentina is pretty good because you can steal the feather airstrike, but then you watch the game again. One of the many things that Sans was able to do that wasn't really highlighted earlier is the fact that in a lot of team fights, he just plays so far back that it's hard for the Valentina to steal the feather airstrike. So most of the times, Prince was forced on the Tsunami Slam, and with a Purify, it's very, very hard to get the Tsunami Slam on any of the real targets. You're really just kind of like a reactive Tsunami Slam user on the Valentina with Purify. And he had to go Purify because you're up against Kalea. You don't want to like gamble on who gets the tap on Tsunami Slam more faster.
I somehow get the feeling if the tables were turned and Sans was on the Valentina instead, he might just do it though.
Yeah, to be fair, if you're Sans.
I get the feeling like that might be the case.
Yeah.
We're kind of glazing Sans at this point. But yeah, exactly.
Valid glaze.
Valid glaze.
Sans and it's not just on the Farsa. Whenever he's against a Valentina, he is just so good at it.
Yes.
Back when the Faramus was meta, he does not give up the Netherrealm and all these other big ultimates.
That's true.
His awareness, right? He just knows exactly what the opposing team is looking for. And he just
I'm texting someone right now, sorry. I'm trying to make plans about hanging out this weekend.
Really. And it really baits out a lot of reactions.
Where's Skylar's in RQ? Skylar retired apparently.
There's some things that you want to do in the game, but if the enemy knows what you're
Surprised than me too.
It's hard because like information is one thing, positioning is also another thing. Valentina versus Lucas, sometimes Lucas.
Skylar Dunzo.
EXP, they don't even show up to the fight until it's too late. You know, that's the thing that tons of use in this game. Positioning was very very important for ONIC ID.
We'll take it. To Clara Monster up on stage as she has an interview going.
Clara Morningstar.
Di sini Bude berada di tengah-tengah, sedang memandang wajah-wajah dari semua superfans yang hadir di Jakarta International Velodrome. Mana semangatnya? Tentu kita melihat kalau dari Sonic, mereka matanya berbinar-binar. Bisa terlihat dari sini wajah penuh senyuman, namun kalau dari Kingdom, wajah mereka juga masih wajah-wajah yang penuh pengharapan. Mereka berharap bahwa RRQ bisa mengejar ketertinggalan poin. Dan kalau kita ngelihat semangat dari Superfans tentunya berbeda.
They only have so much. Alright, it's because they're two. Oh, fuck. I forgot. After 2 games, they have like a 20-minute break. I'll play a Brawl game. I look, don't feel like playing Brawl, but since it's such a long break, I feel bad if you guys have to just stare at the screen while I text my friends on my phone. So we'll play a Brawl game.
Kestabilan mereka dari babak regular season yang dibawa hingga babak playoff. Namun, kalau ngebahas tentang internasional, tentu kita boleh bangga karena kita memiliki piala internasional. Dan khusus yang paling berkesan mungkin
after I feel y'all had an exhibition match, y'all get the money. We didn't get paid for that. It was a reimbursement fee. I got it though.
Yang membawa piala internasional ke Indonesia. Di sini akan bergabung bersama Bude. Langsung yang terkenal dengan kebarbarannya. Langsung wajahnya pada takut nih ya. Kita akan langsung sambut saja untuk ngobrol-ngobrol. Inilah dia Donkey Barbar Koyur.
Halo.
Kok udah lama kita nggak bertemu. Boleh dong disapa-sapa yang ada di sini kok.
Halo semua penonton.
Salam
Barbar.
Salam Barbar.
Oh, Donkey! I love Donkey. He's so nice.
Bentar, kok lagi ngapain kok?
Lagi di rumah Eko.
Lagi nobar kan?
Ya, lagi nobar sama Eko ini.
Lagi nobar terus lagi.
Look at that fat blob, Donkey. Big blob. It's rumored Skylar is going to leave RRQ for ONIC or EVOS next season. Going Albert with EVOS, that'd be freaky.
Yang ada, inilah dia sesuatu yang akan kita bahas bersama-sama. Di mana kita tahu Koyur, Romer menjadi satu momen atau role crucial juga yang ada. Dan kita bisa bahas juga dari
I would not throw E-Dog up on the list yet, bro. It's been a minute. He has not cooked long enough.
Koyur, dari season 1 sampai season 5, wajahmu terpampang. Lalu, selanjutnya ada Leo Murphy, tas-tasnya. Ada Keyboy dan juga Idok. Tapi kok, kalau ngelihat dari musim ke musim, gimana sih kalau ngelihat ini?
Ya, dari musim-musim setiap musim pasti ada tank yang jago ya. Tapi ini kayak Ibo ini keren banget, dia bisa bertahan lama.
Damn, I do no damage on this hero. Actually, no. Oh my god! He's just dead.
Kita lihat dari season 7 sampai sekarang, performanya gimana kok? Masih bertahan, stabil, atau meningkat?
Masih bagus. Kemarin kan ONIC sempat menurun. Nggak tahu kenapa, tapi memang efeknya Yep ya mungkin ya. Begitu Yep balik langsung jadi jago. Harus digaji mahal tuh dia.
Did Leo toss Murphy really popularize the toss? That's kind of funny. We never see for NA. I will try, good sir. Oh my god, bro, I'm just trying to clear waves. You know, all I can really do is just spam clear waves and nothing else. Yo, chill! Damn!
Tapi kan kalahnya gara-gara game 1 tuh comeback. Jadi Mas juga comeback juga kan lawan. Makanya dia tuh kayak sekarang ONIC kali ini tuh kuat banget lah. Tapi kalau Idok memang
Doesn't Haya have a damage buff in Brawl for some reason?
Bagus. Tapi kalau kita ngebahas mungkin lebih dalam lagi ya, kok sebagai dari kacamata legenda Rome Indonesia yang punya piala internasional juga, F1, terlihat gimana sih, apa sih efek atau dampak yang diberikan masing-masing Rome, T-Boy, ONIC, dan Idok di RRQ.
I'm so useless. I'm just throwing pebbles at him, man.
lebih barbar ya. Dia mainnya lebih kayak kalau kayak Idok kan memang hampir di team play. Jadi ya semua tergantung kayak chemistry-nya masing-masing sih.
Damn.
Oke, kelebihan masing-masing.
Oh, damage Franco? Where's tank?
Memang momen-momen barbar, kamu lebih suka yang mana, Bob? Emang jiwa barbarmu ada yang terus itu seneng gitu loh. Memang ya jiwa barbar. Kalau di musim 15
I'm done.
nama Rome yang terlihat juga di poster, siapa sih kok yang memang ikonik banget nih untuk memegang roamer Indonesia?
Mungkin memang
I don't know, genius.
grup ya Idok ya kan stabil dari awal. Kalau ONIC kan setelah kedatangan game baru bagus. Gitu loh. Jadi ya Idok lah kalau season ini.
Idok, oke. Jadi memang terlihat ya dari turun season dan ternyata efeknya sangat
I'm
berkesan.
just gonna spam my ult whenever it's up. 10-second cooldown's not bad. I get another cooldown item, maybe like 8 or 9.
Yang terjadi untuk MPL Indonesia season 15 sesuai dengan prediksi Koyur nggak?
Sesuai dengan prediksi sih. ONIC waktu itu awal-awal tuh bakal ONIC tuh bakal ya udah kayak tak gitu. Tapi tiba-tiba ya
The thing is, they can never push. I just ult the wave.
Oke, Gap Effect merubah segalanya. Tapi,
Betul.
jadi tim yang menang kali ini akan mendapatkan tiket MSC EWC. Koyur punya prediksi nggak kok? Siapa nih kira-kira yang bakal mendapatin?
Infinite stall.
sama ONIC lah.
Wow, RRQ dan ONIC. Ini dua nama ini
Siapapun yang kalah tetap menunggu. Siapapun yang kalah di lower tetap menang.
yang dapat pertama siapa nih kok?
Yang dapat pertama ini udah pasti ONIC lah. Bukan pasti ya. Hampir pasti kan udah 2-0 susah comeback. Tapi semoga aja RRQ bisa comeback.
Jadi mengharapkan 5 game kok?
Oh harapanku 5 game.
Someone's in this bush. Martis.
Harapannya 5 game. Tapi mungkin ada yang mau disampaikan kok untuk penutupan perjumpaan kita yang online ini kok?
Apa penutupan? Salam Juan. Kita.
Wow, pop-upnya salam untuk semuanya yang ada di sini ya. Dan itulah dia Kodak yang memang barbar.
What fun and riveting gameplay.
Melihat hari ini, thank you banget kok. Game harus terus berlanjut. Di mana Best of 5 Series kita hanya bisa melihat
Wanna ult another wave and then just die.
setiap tim. Dari Kingdom yang masih
Oh, random flame shot.
juga dari Sonic yang ini
Alright.
dapat kemenangan. Dan tim sudah siap untuk membreakdown seperti apa. Tapi kita
Look at
masih
this.
semangat. Sekali lagi, mana semangatnya untuk match ini? Dan semangat sudah mengalir langsung saja panelis. Silahkan game ketiga.
No sky up here, sir. You know, I'm not gonna really kill people. I'm just clearing waves and being annoying.
To interview an M series winner.
Don't care. Don't care.
Right. Kill.
Exactly. You're gonna say it like that. Don't care. Don't care.
Don't care.
Don't care. You don't think wrong? But you always get all of you.
I want to say.
Holy, look at my ult cooldown. 11 seconds. When I start using it, though. Damn. Wait, so it lasts? It doesn't say how long it lasts. Oh, 4 seconds. So it starts at 11 and it's 4 seconds. So very short cooldown. Oh my god, you're terrible. This guy just died. Nice. bro.
This is a long-standing tradition.
Hey, I was there. Thank God my first season there was no, end shoulders yet. The next season I had.
Yo.
You hold it until we get to drop.
Okay, okay.
This is
I'm gonna be honest.
Oh my god. I just got melted. Realistically, I don't really need blood wings, but I become faster and I don't die, so worth. Nice.
That's me. What's your favorite flavor?
They all look like they're sweating, bro. You can see like their cheeks glistening. Either makeup or they're sweating. One or the other.
Alright, the end of the regular season means that like everything is technically ours, right?
Yeah.
Samsung as well by the end of playoffs.
Like they've served their purpose, right? So you know, I was reusing, recycling. I don't know if I can do that.
I had to do that for like I think 5 minutes or around like 10 minutes.
I'm committing. Nah. I'm committing.
And let someone like take a screenshot. It's just like something.
I know, you know what? I know.
What are the casters even yapping about right now? Oh. There goes my shield.
Zipper, don't do it. We're gonna stick here up until draft.
Yeah. Just want to say, there's a shower in our bathroom. That's a girl. I can actually take a bath while we do draft.
How long do you take?
I mean, there you go.
See, Zipper just told us that
I have so much shield.
drafting phase for another 30 minutes. Yeah. So,
Oh no. I should not walk into that. Oh, flame shot.
Alright. Even though I'm holding on to this, I'm kind of tempted to put it on my hair.
you want to do it after, like when we're done with the match.
Yeah, but it's gonna like.
Big shield. Holy shield. My whole HP bar is a shield, bro. Where's those?
Finally midnight. Now though, it's not just game recap. Obviously, we were all surprised by that pick, but yeah, it was laid out concisely.
Go on, carry on.
No, he dead.
It's not dripping. It's not dripping. Don't worry. Thank you.
He dead too.
Off cam because we don't want to see that mess. It's not a mess, bro. It's not a mess.
I'm so fast.
I'll be putting this on my hair later on.
Yeah.
Again, though, if we have to bring it back to the draft here, we gotta relax the man in.
Oh, damn.
Who's the better? Oh, you really gotta do it.
Damn, my tower damage.
After that performance,
Oh, they're already sitting back down. Nice. I'm not starting another game. We'll just wait. Sit here and wait.
or San.
After that clip,
Sit here and
course,
wait.
and that was baked fresh in our minds right now.
I'll answer then. Moreno.
I'll answer.
The mid laner that's out of playoffs, right?
Sanji?
No. Moreno.
Moreno.
Hey,
Wait,
listen,
wait,
listen, guys. Your mid laners will lose at MSC, like at least one game. My mid laner is undefeated.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
My mid laner is undefeated in MPL PH.
By the way, my Fanny has a perfect record too.
Yeah.
0% win rate, 0% lose rate.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should
Perfectly
be.
balanced.
That's not balanced though. Who's
No,
the better
this is-
Farsa?
Yeah, that is not balanced.
Oh,
I think
man.
the fans. Hey, usually when these kind of polls come out, it's, you know, broadcast native. You know, like if it's an ID, usually the RRQ votes, you know, they pop up.
Oh,
but
not
over
even
there,
not even
we
ID.
can see that even in ID, Sans is voted to be the better Farsa user. Now,
Hey, it's equalizing now though.
it is equalizing.
Is it?
Sans is still far.
Never mind. It
Mirko.
jumped back.
Mirko, what do you think are the comparisons between Sans and Rince when it comes to the Farsa?
Again, when it comes to Sans, he's crazy. The mechanics on that kid, man. He's so good. He knows the limits of the Farsa. He knows instinctually how to utilize it. He has the calculations in his head. Meanwhile, for Rince, I think it's kind of like it's pseudo Sans when it comes to mechanics. He really shines when he plays the utility role, mid laners because he's the main shot caller for the team. He's not really the guy that you would look to make those mechanical plays. Even against Hijume, I had a conversation, I don't know who it was with, but we agreed that Hijume mechanically is the better mid when it comes to playing the Farsa compared to Rince, but Rince is just so smart with it, and he knows how to calculate.
I haven't talked to you about it, but I would agree, because even when I was with Arashi yesterday, in my mind, I was like, Hijume's really good. on the Farza as well, and he's kind of gapping Rins.
Alright.
In terms of the.
Let's finish my food. Because like, in case I have to go to sleep after this.
Again, he's not the best.
I need more rice,
in terms of,
but I'll just eat the
damage
fish.
in the mage role, but he does have like the good moments of being able to zone out their opponents. But again, last game it wasn't really possible because he had to play against a Kalea.
And now, obviously, into the drafting phase we go on what could potentially be the last drafting phase of this evening.
Could be actually.
And ONIC, just one win away from that ever-coveted MSC ticket. An EWC, will they be able to make their way in a quick notice? But now, drafting phase presented to you by the from smartphone, Samsung Galaxy S25 series. The Lucas band coming in from ONIC with the juicer and the chip as well. As for RRQ, it's the Fanny and the Boxia.
The immediate extra band there, with knowing that the Fanny factor is well at play. Now for RRQ, they're banning the Boxia as well. So, Loyi and even the Kalea.
Sans Loyi open.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. There's no Boxer, there's no Kalea. Yes.
We both reacted at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, dude, guys.
Oh no.
Let's see. It's gonna be the Joy Fredrin
No,
up for
no,
grabs.
no.
They can take the Fredrin, right?
But
Joy, they left Joy. Boy, this is so weird. First pick Loyi. That's freaky.
Well, like now it puts RQ in a tough position. Oh, they go for the
High-low.
Oh, this might just be a give in the game. I don't like that at all. What is
That's a freaky pick to go high-low. That's so freaky.
There's no way. There's no. Oh my goodness.
Badang even right up against the high-lows. Or Glue just pick it up. Oh, they go Ling. Okay. I think they already.
This is a freaky draft from both teams so far. I mean, Link Harris isn't surprising, but the Loyi and then Hylos.
This is really popular as well in MPL PH.
This is crazy.
Matchup. You're never gonna be able to threaten the Link, especially on the side lanes. He's always gonna have that attempts of blades. He wins the 1v1 matchup. Now RQ goes back to the Granger. I would say RQ is in a similar fate here, where you have to sort of like get a formal control in the early stages of the game, and then have that huge power spike with with the Joy getting the start inside Holy Crystal, and end the game before the Ling gets out of control. Because at this point, RRQ, they have to keep in mind this is still Kyrie's Ling. They're always going to be able to make space. And late game, the problem with this lineup is that they don't deal well with the split push, not just from the Ling, but also the diversion plays coming around from the Louis.
We've seen again and again, nowadays, the diversion can also be used just to facilitate faster rotations. And as a result, you're going to have pressure in all three lanes. And without pressure, you can't set up for ganks. You can't set up for dives. You can't really get extra farm outside of your own jungle and lanes. So that is something that a lot of teams have been able to use with the Loyi. It's not only about the pickup or team fight any longer.
And
counter though.
just to talk about how ridiculous it is, because yeah, hero encounter, whatever. For me, I'm still on the Sans on the Loyi. He's been inconsistent in the regular season, right? He has a 100% win rate still on the Loyi. So there's one thing that stays constant despite that inconsistency of Sans in the regular season.
That is scary. Indeed, but obviously,
Goonik 3-0. Maybe. We'll see. RRQ is going for like a heavy snowball comp though. Galban.
But I want to talk about the Hilda ban. Is it necessary to ban out the Hilda? Because
I think more Badang, to be fair.
But if RRQ pick the Hilda, they don't really have a setter, right? So,
I think it's just to limit the options of Dyren, because Dyren has been really good at the Hilda, but there's so many things that ONIC could just pull off. There's the Kacha, there's the Badang. I think the Cho is a little bit unwarranted here for the side of RRQ, considering that they have a Hylos. And ONIC removes the Farsa. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Heave is still there, right? But is it strong enough?
No, not against the Ling and Loyi, man. I mean, as a Farsa, you can at least wings by wings if you get caught by the diversion. On Eve, you just ult and die.
Yeah. RRQ. I think
even worse. I think.
Your mouse? Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, you'd understand the the sense of getting up the promise here, but
Let's see, what's their pick gonna be? Hylos could be flexed, so we'll see what they go.
You're not really solving the split pressure from the
Fredrid's open. They're going Fredrid jungle with Hylos is a little freaky. Maybe we could last pick it. Pick mage.
that team fight and vision aspect.
Whoa.
You know, the Selena division
Wow.
against the
Selena.
and also the Abyss of Traps that can be utilized in the early game to sort of like make space for this lineup of RRQ.
So that's why they banned the Cho. They want to go Selena,
Probably.
they want Shampoo. ONIC, if they want to go crazy.
Selena is freaky.
But if they don't, Badang got thought is probably the safe answer.
Or, you know, if you want to go crazy, you could pick up both.
Badang Tig?
Badang Tig.
Damn.
Because honestly, I don't see any problems with the Badang being on the XP.
Right, especially there's an option for Ludwig to go with a bit of a damage approach as well. Maybe not full damage like what Nino does, but you know, half-half. Still gonna have a lot of potential pressure, especially against the squishies from set of RRQ. But Phoveus is the pickup here, so a lot of ways to stop the forward momentum coming in, even when RRQ are trying to barrel through with that glorious pathway.
RRQ, does EDOC play the Guinevere?
Oh,
I think they need to
He
answer this
actually,
Badang.
I think has picked it up, but I think
here goes Tig.
the good old EDOC would probably just be the Tig here.
Yeah, it's a little risky, but if you put the, you know, if you get Guinevere here, you shut down the Phoveus, shut down the Badang. You let the, you know, you let the Joy do his thing in the middle stages of the game, and it allows for RRQ to have this amazing, you know, engaged comp in the mid game.
Phoveus Badang is very strong. Tigreal, bro. RRQ's comp is like, it's so freaky, man. Like, they could just get hard stomped. I don't know how this is gonna go. It could just be like a hard stomp.
So finally, 3-0 or 2-1.
Yeah.
I gotta believe, man, it's never over until it's over.
Hey, you got a believer and a kingdom in him, but obviously now it's time for Chefin and Goni to take the stage. Will it be ONIC that will jump to MSC, or will RRQ still fight back? Let's go to the casters.
ONIC is one game away from Riyadh bound, from MSC, from the prize pool of $3 million. All they have to do is win it out and beat RRQ in this game 3. But surely RRQ will not just stand back and let it happen. What's gonna happen in this game? Game 3 commences.
Lanadon, here we go, as we will witness what will happen here in potentially the last game.
Let's see how this goes. Freaky, but we'll see how it goes.
RRQ deny that here and
Okay, blue got one taps by the Selena. EDOC pushed the wave in.
Bingo card, but you don't gotta watch out for Sansa's first level or 2-level damage here.
Rin's doing work on the Selena so far.
Now this is gonna be pretty interesting.
He's gonna one-shot the crab.
Joy and the Ling, an assassin battle.
Yep, it's gone.
What's gonna happen here?
A lot of pressure so far. Very nice.
Like the on paper 1v1 potential, I think Kyrie has the edge, but surely this is not a 1v1 game. EDOC finally getting his hero on the set, so it's gonna boost RRQ's potential at a team fight surely if he knows what he's doing.
Oh, unfortunate for Rins.
I bet you he knows because he is the MVP of season 15. Kyrie though eyeing for engage.
EDOC is just gonna die here. Sutsujin.
Oh, very quick on the uptick, and that's the.
Yeah, I mean, Red's kind of made a mistake hitting the wave.
Both junglers because
He wanted to one-shot it, but like Badang, well, he's pretty scary.
To get there fast enough with the Finch poise. Emblem though by Indie Home. Let's see the usual fatal for Kyrie, but so far nothing that's super interesting here. Maybe the missile from Savero, so he wants to snowball a bit instead of just tanking up the damage. And he
Selena's a 35% win rate, by the way. It's a very risky pick.
Tank the CC from EDOC if he needs to. Pistol arrow lands.
Okay, poke.
It's just a bit of damage before the turtle fight begins.
Let's see here. RRQ, they.
He's not gonna go bot, maybe? He's not. They're just gonna opt to try and burst turtle. Will he with the TP, flanking behind? Rin's just might die. Yeah, he's dead. Burst the turtle, Sutsujin. I don't think they win the fight though. They need to just get out. I think EDOC has to flicker, or he runs. He flickers. Oh, good counter ult from EDOC. Loopy's dead for sure. 1-for-1 trade. Not bad. Okay, it's like even, except Kyrie is taking red, which does kind of suck. Kyrie still has retry as well.
No way. Kyrie though.
Yeah.
Yeah, retribution used, so orange buff taken away. Keyboy hasn't engaged.
Oh, Oxygen is dead.
Oxygen, level 6
Flickered. Might live.
should be enough as Kai jumps in.
Oh, barely lives. Wow. Kari might be dead, by the way. He has no jump now. Hey, Kari's dead. Wow, well played, Syzygen. Really well played. He got out quick there. Baited Kyrie in. Keyboy's dead for sure as well. No flicker. Oh, what a TP from Sans. What a TP from Sans. What a TP. Gila Sans. It's even, but like RRQ needs to snowball. That's the thing. With their comp. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna win late game versus Onyx comp. Couldn't Edok not just ult him right there?
But speaking of Keyboy,
Maybe not.
on the down once again, Gani, and we know he is 100%, yes. Before this day, he is 100% on the Badang. 10 matches or 10 games he played on his hero.
We saw Syzygen finding a cheeky angle to escape Pen San, say, hey, we could do better. Let's see here, reset gold. Yeah, very, the difference is very low. The turtle will be up here soon.
Again.
Let's see who
That's all that matters.
Take it. Yeah, I think ONIC will somehow use the
Selena has book.
to be able to take the bushes behind RRQ, but Rince knows what he's trying to do here. He tried to just cover all the bushes for the whole team of RRQ for him to be able to spot out this micro mechanics or macro from ONIC for them to be able to catch them off guard. It becomes
He probably, okay, they want the Selena for the Loyi. That's why they want the Selena. They want the trap vision for the bushes, so Loyi can't just like get a cheeky TP. It's like a cushion for them.
Filling and committing more in the river area. Then again, Kyrie is honoring also. Syzygen knows this. He is a level ahead. Lutpin looking for an engage there on towards Syzygen, and yeah.
Like Kyrie has on that. Oh, okay. Yeah, Syzygen had to ult there. If he didn't ult there, he was dead.
damage towards Syzygen, but nothing too serious.
Now he doesn't have ult though for this fight. They might just rush now because Joy has no ults. It's not a super long cooldown, but if they rush. Wow. Forced to use implosion is kind of bad. It's really bad actually. Glory's Pathway. Syzygen's gonna go for a steal. The reset. Big engage from Keyboy. Wow. Toy just died. Couldn't do anything about it. Syzygen's trying, but he does not have enough damage at all. Dude, this game looks so cooked, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't... Edok has to get, like, insane ults if they want to win. He can't even get his own buff. Oh my god. This game looks so over. Is it really gonna be a 3-0? It might be. Are they just tilted after the first game? I think that might be it. The first game, like, tilted them hard. Wow, he missed that red tree. He couldn't even get that red tree.
RRQ, they need to at least find something trade-wise. They are behind on gold. Map control. This is perhaps the play.
Oh, implosion on Kyrie. Oh, but can't follow up.
Also triggered, but nothing else.
Damn, those are good attempts, but that's big. Big waste.
Great spacing from ONIC.
I haven't seen the Selena pay off at all. Not a single like impactful stun is connected. It's just like purely vision, but that's not really enough right now. They need damage.
Engage denier, assassin denier. It is difficult for them to make the right play when you have these knockups, when you have these cancels from the first kill of Keyboy.
Like they don't even have follow up with Tigreal ult, honestly. Unless Joy gets like insane 5-man.
This time Syzygen will take on a jungler. Not like the last game. Seems like they will not commit on towards a 1v1 just yet though. Yeah, both teams taking it slow on it. They know that they have Prio here. 2k gold top lane. Almost, right? Almost taken down. So, yeah, map control. It's all blue for now.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if RRQ wants to contest this. Yes, they have the tools. And if Rince can land a hook or a good abyssal arrow, and that would be a difference maker before the team fight begins. And there you go. Syzygen is just gonna split and try to get the bottom turrets.
Alright, come on, RRQ. They're not super high in gold, but like, their comp is so strange. I think they kind of need to win early.
RRQ is at a massive
Good stun on the Phobius. Good chunk.
See here,
Kyrie's farming bot though, so Kyrie's just gonna take his time rotating over.
of war.
There's no pressure for Ling to go fight Turtle.
There you go.
Like him farming is just better for them.
Kai.
Lord spawning.
Real
Alright, they're not even gonna contest Lord or Turtle.
from RRQ. Keyboy spotted out.
He will stay bots.
Keeping it slow as the turtle will shift
Just a back and forth.
the Lord.
Ooh, Sons of Arrow. Won't purify though.
But I believe Kyrie picked the magic shoes in this game. That's so weird considering that he's up against a Selena and also Edok. Nothing extra CC immunity will.
Yeah, he didn't go tough boots. That's crazy greedy.
You know, get stunned up.
There's no way Kyrie did not go tough boots, right? That'd be like actual crazy.
Of CC
Oh,
immunity
Loopy's very deep. Let's flicker out.
Something that he's looking for. ONIC,
Look at bot, bro.
they're not biting on towards the objective just yet. They know that the long
Kyrie can honestly just
will
kill
help them
Toy.
immensely
That's why Edok's going too.
before they want to take the objective. Wow.
Right, he's backing off.
Just the play, right? ONIC, they know they have the far lane.
Oh,
value, so
they might wait.
They are right now just manipulating RRQ and not.
I think they
forcing
know
it.
Kyrie's still bot.
Bottom side, the far lane threat is very evident here in the third game. Yeah. And currently, right now, I don't think
Toy does an armor pen now. That's good. You can actually melt the tanks. Well, if they roar.
Towards the Ling. If they bring against the Adam, yes, maybe they can do that, but currently, no. Edok, though, can still play. He might be looking for someone, but no conversion just yet. But back to the point, so Kyrie can just stay in the long lane as long as he wants to, and the only thing that can kill him is probably Rinse landing a solid arrow. Even then, the Tempest Blade is an easy get out of jail mechanic. No, seems like diversion play will be.
No P, no flicker. He's just dead. Big kill. Keyboy with the flicker engage is not going to get anyone. This is bad. Keyboy might just die here. He is dead. Byron is going to die. Severo looking for something. They're playing smart, playing it slow. Oh, a stun. Has to be purified right away. Wow.
Okay, good one there from
They have to look for Kyrie. They're actually big from RRQ. Loopy was way too far up. Tigro still has ult, by the way.
Now it's a matter of Kyrie, can he execute this strategy? Edok is eyeing for an
I think they know
important
he knows Tigro still has ult.
for him to get Kyrie down from the wall.
Severo is still in the vicinity. Sans now.
Oh, but he's going for Sans? Sans is fucked. Oh, big ult! Huge ult! None of them have purified too! What an ult from Edok! The patience is crazy!
They will take the Lord.
Huge ult from Edok!
Heroes, and this is his bread and
Wow, the patience of him holding his ult for that is crazy.
plays of the MVP of the regular season finally coming to fruition here in the third game. And it's not late just yet. They still have the chance.
That's a huge play, man. Wow.
Edok again strikes again. Let's see though, with this first Lord in hand.
Rin's actually had a super good stun though on Harith.
Be able to take fully.
Getting that purify off Harith was so big for Edok.
That's a big item too. Win of nature. Just to
Link's not gonna have blue. Okay, this actually,
what happened in the second
if
game.
RRQ gets all the outer towers,
The bounty in his head with that 1-1.
it's like, the game's not even over yet though. That just put the game even and slightly in favor of RRQ.
Win of nature as soon as possible.
It's still very hard for them to win.
The whole thing though, let's see if there is
They need to like kill Phobius for free like they did earlier. It was really bad of Loopy to die like that. He walked up way too far.
Maybe not having that fleeting time is a bit interesting. He wants to go for more tankiness, knowing that he's gonna be one of the two frontliner of RRQ to take.
Edok doesn't have the luxury to go fleeting. He does need to be tanky. Otherwise he'll just die to burst.
Radiant armor.
Okay. Will that MR be a big factor? Let's see. RQ, they're taking it slow. Lord.
RRQ is being smart right now because since they're not showing that much, especially Edok. Edok showing is not showing is really good. Ling is too scared to check side lanes because Edok is not showing. So it's very smart. With not having Ling here, okay, Keyboy does have flicker, so I'm curious to see if he tries to make a play.
That is immense. And RRQ will just back away.
Good stun.
Nothing too much.
Will not purify though.
Base top is not looking too hot for ONIC.
This lane is being super annoying right now, which is really good. Just keep throwing stuns over and over and over. Just be purely annoying. That's all.
They will siege more as a mid and top enters
Edok,
vicinity.
conceal, does nothing though.
Dealing out damage here.
It's too risky for Toy to go in to try and auto that. Even though it's like one auto off, it's way too risky. Immediately Keyboy will flicker ult.
On the jungle, so at least Kai does not have his purple buff. Toy starting to hit a bit harder here in the late game. 13-minute mark diversion.
Keyboy, wow.
Is there someone who's gonna
This is ballsy. Sending Keyboy for a flank like this.
If he wants to make a play from this place, unless he has the
Big stun. Oh, Keyboy's dead. Wait, no, Toy missed. No, Toy has no flicker now. Toy's dead. Wait, what? He backs off? Wait, Sujijin going crazy. No, but he's dead. And Darren died. Darren died too. Kyrie stole his ults.
I thought it was over. Oh, diversion again.
Wait, is Luby not just dead here? No, Luby lives. Severo. Oh, the Toy's dead. Wow. Okay, like, man. EDOC had the right idea going for T-Boy. Toy kind of missed all his shots at first, and then they just did not burst. Sujijin got one, and he kind of greeted. He could have got out, but he like doubled down and tried going for more. Whoa. That's a crazy play from Rins. Kyrie just kind of ignored Sans right there.
That's going to be ONIC taking the Lord.
Wait, what? Okay.
No fruition.
Tower defense is hard for RRQ, by the way. That was Selena. It's like only Granger, and Granger is not going to have enough bullets to kill it, to wipe everything.
It's not that useful. The wave clear is not there unless he lands a perfect arrow.
And Toy is not doing enough damage to like melt the tanks. It's only getting worse the game goes by, because he's already full build. He doesn't have a BOD. He has to sell his boots, but it's going to be really hard to play Ursaling. EDOC needs to have a really good ult for them to win. It's kind of like on his shoulders. Like, Rins needs to hit like a miracle stun on Harith to get purified. EDOC needs to ult again, like earlier. Or he like picks off Ling. Ooh, that's a good stun. Damn, big burst. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. That was actually huge from Severo. Because, like, they need Toy to win. That's bad. They might lose off that now. They don't have Toy. Like, they lack damage to stop this. It might just be over here, chat. I think it's over. Good pull. EDOC! Big engage! Is it enough, though? Severo! 1 HP! Severo's dead! Wow, what an ult from EDOC. That was like a 5-man, no? Was that a 5-man ult from EDOC? Bro, this is intense. What the hell? Holy fuck. 4-man? Jesus. Sujijin was clutch though. You gotta say like EDOC made a huge ult. If Sujijin didn't kill Severo, the game was over. So he got 4 right there. Kyrie went in. And Severo just got ruined by Sujijin. Like, Sujijin killing Severo was one of them right there. Of course, you know, given the 4-man ult from Tigreal. What are you yelling at? Shut up. They lost top high ground? When? Did minions get top high ground? Stop meowing! You're meowing non-stop. I don't know. What do you want?
Definitely will capitalize on that autopilot coming from their own opponent. So it's another reset. Keep in mind, we are 16 minutes in. So, yeah, let's see here.
It is definitely in ONIC's favor, though. Like, the only way RRQ is won is EDOC getting insane ults. It's so reliant on EDOC.
Yeah. The increased odds are there. Especially with the... Oh, it looks like for this Lord in particular, ONIC has the advantage on the long lane because there's no inhibitor turrets for RRQ. So again, that's something they can use, especially this is Kyrie we're talking about. You know, he's gonna be there in a few seconds with the Finch Boys as long as he has that purple buff for him to be able to expand his...
The thing is, if Kyrie's side lane, ONIC can't hit Lord because of Harith. Harith cannot be like bursting Lord. His range is limited, and he has to commit ult to burst. Oh, wait, they're just like going for Loopy here or what? Oh yeah, they're trying to melt Loopy.
That's the winner crown. Oh, Loopy very low.
Loopy's dead. Sans! He's gonna live. Suzuki needs help. Winter Crown, he's gonna sell up the ammo. No, he did not. He was too slow. Bakari's dead too. Wait, is this over? This is over. This is over. They can't defend this. This is over. Bro, what even happened? How did Severo die? I didn't see how Severo died. Oh, Sans is dead. What a stun from Rins. Bro, I can't believe RRQ won this game. Out of all games, they won this game. That is crazy. Out of all games, they won this game where they said, fuck the meta. Let's bust out the comfort picks. Tigreal Selena. And they win with that. Wow. Wow.
With some MVP performance.
With Selena. The confidence is crazy. Comfort picks. That was a fun game to watch. That was crazy. Alright, I need to rewind. How did Severo die? I just saw he was dead. So right here, Severo got hit by Selena stun, so he insta purified. Already. Wow. I don't know why Severo's in their face here. Like, what is he doing right here? He's walking into a Joy that's ulting. I guess he wanted to just kind of go to Selena, but the stun was crazy from Rins. Right after his Purify over, yeah, good follow-up from Edok. Edok immediately flicker ulted. So like, Loopy this whole game was just completely walking up way too far. You're just getting fucked. Like, Hylos just would always ult on Loopy, and I don't know why Loopy committed. Like, he has flicker. He should have flickered like right away here. He waited way too long. He was waiting for like a last-minute flicker, but it just bit him in the ass. Like, as soon as they all came right here, like, bro, not flicker here is like crazy to me. Like, he probably still dead anyway, but like, you gotta keep your HP up at this point. You don't have the luxury of being able to reset. Keyboy is like really split from the team. He's looking at Tigger, like, what is... Keyboy is like hyper fixated on Toy right here. He's like ignoring his whole team getting dove. The thing is, if Keyboy's the only way to stop Joy from just diving the backline, unless they could burst Joy. So he's fixated on the wrong person right now. Like, Toy did nothing this whole fight. It was just Sutsujin killing everyone, and then the stun from Rins that forced Severo Purify. Keyboy is so confused why his whole team is just dead here. He's like, guys, what happened? What's going on? Wow. What a game. That was a very entertaining game. MVP, Edok for sure. Like, they're not going to give the MVP to anyone but Edok. Edok's going to get the MVP 1000%. He had very, very good ults. Very good everything, honestly. He played it really nice. He didn't waste his flicker too much. I hope it goes to game 5. I'm gonna be tired as hell, but I hope it goes to game 5. I'm gonna use the restroom though. I need to pee very badly.
Sans sort of walked in too. And ONIC did not expect that set because, you know, he waited for at least 0.8 more seconds before he went inside and get that found that set. I'm speechless. I'm slaughtering because I'm stuttering. Not slaughtering. Dude, stuttering. Because I couldn't believe Edok pulled off that play.
Yeah. I can't talk that right now. I may or may not have him jumping around yelling when that happened.
Yeah, the whole place erupted. The roof went off and Arashi was just screaming on top of his lungs. But the MVP, the player of the game, it is. And it has to be Edok, presented by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy S25 series. And yeah, that single implosion at least. But aside from that, anything you can highlight that Edok did in the entire game?
Well, he was doing a good job screening for potential dangers, and several times you saw very, very clutch intentions behind the Sacred Hammers from Edok. But unfortunately, ONIC were just doing a great job mitigating a lot of those big moments until later on when RRQ were able to find some trades off, and they're able to kind of match when it comes down to the damage output. That's where Edok really started coming up online, dude. He was just so patient the whole time. Before that, I guess knowing that there was something they could have done anyways, but dude, that's it.
And it turns out, right, I mean, usually when you're up against Edok, it's so easy to just say, all right, let's go Purify, let's deal with it. Yeah, that's why the Selena pick ended up being really, really good in the end, right? I mean, at the start we were thinking, all right, why Selena? Turns out it was a setup for Edok to get those implosions. Before that fight happened, the one where the implosion landed on both Severo and I forgot the other guy. Oh, by the way, crazy play here. when this happened too, the Purifies had already been baited out, you know, from Savero, and it was just, well, in the end he actually did it, but like before that, the turning points when they were able to slow the game down. I will say though, for ONIC, I think we also didn't expect the link to come through. We expected something like a FwydChickn just to shut down the Joy and then have proper ways to deal with, again, this kind of composition. They went for the greedy route, they went for the comfort route in a possible last game of the series, and ultimately it went to RRQ. They can't let their guard down like this. They gotta stay consistent. Remembering, again, RRQ, even though we have seen them kind of neutralize in game 1 and 2, they're still #1 in the regular season for a reason. EDOC and Dyron. Actually, 2 reasons then.
Yep. I hate to give a shout out a bit more to Syzygy as well. Like we said, on the Joy, this guy just is a bit better.
Wow. I'm just amazed the Selena worked. It was so good too, because they wanted the Selena to have vision versus the Lo Yi and potentially bait Purifies for Tigreal. And he did both. Sans did not have, after the first hurdle, Sans did not have one good Lo Yi ult.
In the end, he missed the final dash, and you know, he got picked off against Kyrie. But you're seeing him just perform so much more.
And then he also baited Savero's Purify twice before crucial moments that actually won them, like those moments. Honestly, like, I would give Rins the MVP just as much as EDOC. I think Rins is like a hidden MVP. He did so much, and like above and beyond what like Selena's normally do. And he performed.
This is very similar to how RRQ played game #1. It just got sloppy in the you know, the later stages of the game. Dyron getting picked off in front of the Lord, in front of the bush, where you know, the Hylos was checking, used the glorious pathway, the arrow hit, and that's where, you know, the game started slipping off for ONIC, because even Kyrie couldn't hold the side lanes anymore because RRQ was forcing the issue.
Yeah, that base might pick up though by Sans. Did he really need to survive with that emblem? Was sustainability necessary for this Lo Yi?
Yeah, I think
This should be good too, but man,
pretty common.
everyone else did really good as well.
Common emblem to take right now. The Brave Smite over, you know, just damage dealing, because on the Lo Yi, especially up against a very aggressive composition like this from RRQ, you do need a little bit of survivability, especially in the early game. I just gotta give props though to RRQ for playing that game well, because despite the fact that yes, we didn't like the Ling pick, there were some picks that we thought would come out, like the Tigreal to deny EDOC. RRQ just played a good game. Actually, EDOC played the best game of MLBB here. I think throughout the series, out of all the individual players, despite Sans going and getting a crazy individual play last game, EDOC, this is the reason you want to take away the playmaking from him. You want to just put him on the Hylos, on the Gatot, on the Baksha. No, for your opponents you do. You want to put him on the Hylos, the Gatot, the Baksha. Don't put him on the Tig. If you're his opponents, if you're RRQ, Keskewed, he finally, I think it clicks now, he's like, damn, we really got to go back to the regular season. We've been throwing out strikes.
All right, on to the next game. I don't give a shit about all this. Yeah, I want to see this series play out. Game 5 type shit.
This is where they thrive on a lineup such as this.
He doesn't read YouTube comments. I read mainstream comments, not short stream comments as much. When eating salmon and rice.
Like control the early to mid, and then when you are in fighting shape, you execute
Some vegetables too, but like Polygon. It's just some salmon and rice left.
You know, the coach comes in. All right, that's a good play. I like that he didn't panic, because honestly, keyword there is not panicking. You saw when EDOC tried to roll over onto the Ling when Kyrie contested for the Lord, he didn't even use Flicker. He just let Kyrie waste his energy, and when they saw the Ling had no energy, he went for that crucial, you know, ultimate onto the backside.
Yo, by the way, do we see 2 Sky Piercer builds for a toy, or is that a mistake? There's a Sky Piercer there at about 6 minutes, and then there's another one at 18.
I think he might have sold it then for something.
Yeah, he might have sold it for something, which is like, yo.
They bought it again.
What?
Something behind that.
80's not enough.
Gold, no?
I think it would be weird if he sold it.
He has both Rose Gold and Wind of Nature, but it could also just be the boots that he sold for one of those. Yeah, I wonder what he sold.
And Chris saw this. Yeah, ONIC could have been a little careless that game, but it was still very well played from RRQ. I wouldn't like to announce their win.
Doing well, and he didn't get a lot of stacks, so he sold it. But then he was like, "Oh wait, we're starting to win again. I'll get it again." Yeah,
which is, you know, it's an interesting decision there, but I guess shows you again adaptability, and shout out to the whole team as well. Despite what we were talking about, the Sans, was it 100% win rate on the low Yi?
It was that. That cracked it. No
Not any
100%.
longer.
It's
You
gone.
know you want it.
Spamming out those abyssal arrows kind of gave RRQ an idea of where they were.
Yeah.
And for the most part, despite some really good diversions made by Suns, in some really unpredictable locations.
RRQ Sonic in finals, bro. I wouldn't count Geek Fam out. Geeks are geeks, bro.
Taken away.
Let's not underestimate them too much.
Showdown was 10 picks, 100%.
Honestly, up until this point, Geek was given a harder fight for Sonic than RRQ has.
No way.
Think about that.
Thank you.
I mean, I still, stand by what we said earlier. They should have just taken Tig. Honestly,
Yeah.
because when you mentioned it, I was like, why not just take the the Badang XP and then put Keyboy on Tigreal? Then
I agree.
RRQ suddenly have no solutions up until late game. But you gave Idok, the Tigreal. He acted like a marquee. He became the solution for RRQ.
It was always been the staple pick for Edok, where he was, pushed on to make the
You
clutch.
know you want it.
Week in, week out. That was one of his strongest picks, and now given to him on a silver platter. Which, by the way, RRQ was losing in the draft until that pick come up, and maybe Onyx Greed as well kind of got to them. So yeah.
It didn't even seem like they won so hard in the drafting phase. It's just that
No.
the way that guy plays it,
Yeah.
it's a different hero, bro. My Tigreals in rank don't look like that.
Oh,
That's different.
Nowhere close.
It's shown up. Yeah.
Let me play Tig for you.
We'll see. Let's see.
An
we'll
astronomical gap right there. That's like
We're gonna cosplay as Edok, bro.
This guy's gotta go.
Midnight with the implosion.
or
Shedding darkness on the opponents.
just like
What was that?
Midnight. What the hell?
I thought Harris survives an average goalie with no hero pool. Jesus, the shit talk. Freezing behind Season Hunter after 1 minute useless. It's also good for bursting objectives. Selena is very good for bursting turtle with Season Hunter.
on the high low, right?
It's not just for the crab and the leash.
As well, he's not gonna do much with the
Although it is like niche. But the thing is with Selena, you're not really
what Edok is for.
like I think there's nothing really else that she would go that's really that much better.
Getting the tempo right.
You could go move speed, but Selena already rotates pretty fast.
By the way, washed. Edok's not washed, okay?
I think you're getting a lot of value out of Season Hunter with helping your jungler and then guaranteeing that crab.
But I think it's more than that. He's the playmaker.
It's a lot of early game value.
Who have secured RRQ finally their maiden game in the series. But on stage, we have Bude Clara Mongstar to take an interview. So Bude, what's up?
Yas Bude di tengah-tengah sini sedang menjadi saksi juga nih. Kira-kira siapa antara ONIC dan RRQ yang akan mendapatkan tiket MSC at EWC 2025. Dan telah bergabung bersama Bude yang udah punya tiket untuk MWI. Chico,
Halo Bude.
congratulations untuk ONIC Pertiwi.
Terima kasih.
Menjadi salah
Well,
satu
Master
perwakilan
Lopez better on
dari
Selena though.
Indonesia.
Well, that's the thing.
Gimana
Those are both
sih
selfish.
perjuangan ONIC Pertiwi
Selena doesn't really do
mendapatkan
damage.
slot
She's just
di
annoying for
MWI
stuns. Like you might see her Selena in ranked one-shot people, but like Edok didn't one-shot anyone that game. All he did was play for stuns. I'm sorry, not Edok. Rings. Like Selena in competitive is much more utility-based than damage. You're throwing vision, you're throwing your traps for vision, you're throwing your stuns to bait purifies, or for your teammates to follow up on. It's not for you to be able to kill people. So both those emblems are, both of those like talents are selfish. They're meant for her to do more damage or her to get better items to do more damage. That's why I think Season Hunter is like actually valid.
Juga dari perjuangan mereka dan dua tim inilah yang akan bergabung ke dalam MWI. Melihat gimana peta kekuatan Indonesia untuk MWI.
You like the MWI coach? Is that what they're showing right now? It's something, I guess.
Dari aku masih tetap sama sih. Keyakinanku tetap Indonesia jadi salah satu perwakilan region terkuat di MLBB Women ini ya. Cuman mungkin kayak kita harus lebih aware lagi sih. Jangan sampai kayak tahun lalu kayak tim Filipina kan tiba-tiba kayak lumayan cukup dominasi lah. Bahkan di grand final pun dia dapat skor yang...
Why they're showing it? I don't know. Don't ask me.
Out of nowhere tiba-tiba yang kita tahu tim Indonesia, tim Vitality benar-benar.
Oscar only won Harith full build? I don't know. I think it's very situational. If Moskov hits a stun on Harith or cancels his auto with his dash, then yes. But if Moskov's stun does nothing, Harith will for sure win. But it's like very skill-based matchup. There's no like guaranteed win in that.
Kita juga mau coba adaptasi kan untuk di apa namanya di Riyadh tuh karena itu juga first time lah buat kita gitu. Kayak gitulah kayak mungkin kita udah dari jauh-jauh hari lah preparation ya.
Preparation, namun kalau ngelihat dari banyaknya tim-tim yang nanti akan bergabung, udah kelihatan betul mana nih yang harus diwaspadai. Region mana atau tim apa?
Mungkin tim selain Filipina ya, ada Malaysia, terus Vietnam juga kebetulan kemarin tim aku kalah Bude di group stage sama perwakilan dari Vietnam. Nah itu juga perlu kita waspadain. Sebenarnya semua region kita
RRQ getting gapped by ONIC after Yeb's appearance. I mean, just because their old coach not necessarily been bad. It could just be a comfort thing. Yeb just might know the team better. To be honest, I don't know why they like ONIC was just in a bit of slump for a bit, and they were just trying different things. I wouldn't take it too like insulting if they replaced Yeb for a bit. They were just trying things. And it didn't work, so they moved on. The next thing.
Seru banget sih,
Not something to take super seriously.
Kayak banyak banget gini kan. Terutama untuk ONIC lah, kayak ONIC sekarang kuat banget kan Bude. Kembalinya Kocep kan apalagi tuh. Menurutku season ini bakalan di MSC-nya juga nanti bakalan lebih seru lagi lah dibanding tahun lalu.
Karena dari permainan tim Indonesia yang sudah berubah atau bagaimana?
Kayak Indonesia sekarang udah makronya udah bagus-bagus lah Bude. Bahkan udah nggak...
All time? I'm just gonna chill, wait, read chat.
Katanya atau apa itu Indonesia udah makronya udah bagus banget sih.
Nggak cuma bisa jati diri, gelut-gelut.
A bit EP. But I do want this to go to game 5 regardless, even if I am EP.
Sebetulnya dari dulu juga emang kayak gitu kan. Cuman lebih kental lah ke team fight-nya kan. Kalau sekarang mereka lebih wise lah kayak kapan ngambil team fight, kapan yang enggak gitu. Mereka makronya lebih bagus aja sih.
Oke, sebagai keluarga besar dari ONIC saat ini, Chico, udah penasaran. Banyak yang bilang ini adalah prime-nya dari ONIC yang tiba-tiba kembali. ONIC mode playoff, itu beneran gak sih?
Kalau yang season ini ya Bude, kayak ONIC lagi bagus banget sih. Kayak lagi
Cristiano Ronaldo? Yeah, I saw a post about that too.
Kemarin, wah keren banget sih.
That would be crazy. If I could get like a picture. That would actually like insane.
Udah menurutku step ahead sih, one step ahead dari musuh lah.
Ya tapi ngelihat betapa kuatnya juga dari tim RRQ, gimana ngelihat tim RRQ di playoff ini?
Menurutku RRQ-nya juga bagus sih, cuman ONIC tetap lebih unggul lah.
Bajunya sudah terlihat ya di sini ya. Oke, di sini masih mengharapkan tentunya ONIC Pertiwi sudah ngedapetin tiket untuk MWI. Sekali lagi congratulations dan selamat berjuang untuk ONIC Pertiwi di MWI 2025. Dan kita masih akan mencari tahu siapa yang akan mewakili Indonesia.
Actual like he's gonna be there.
Di MSC. So, kita penasaran banget. Game keempat atau bakal jadi game kelima?
It'd be crazy to get a picture with him. Not even lie. It'd be like a crazy thing.
Thank you.
Plenty money is crazy? Oh, of course.
Who is currently the coach of ONIC for Tiwi, which is the female team for ONIC, and he was ex-Rebellion coach.
Ex-Rebellion, by the way.
Ex-Navi, but...
Wasn't he in Malaysia for a bit?
Yeah, he was.
JP9ers.
Yeah. Then he, I think he got homesick.
Oh.
Are you homesick of MLPH?
Not really. I mean, I've been here for like 4 days.
Enjoying MPLID?
I'm enjoying MPLID.
Nice.
I am enjoying the crowd, I'm enjoying the game. Enjoying being with you gentlemen.
Hey, cowboy your man.
It's all cute because I asked him, does he enjoy the food? He does. Like having sambal, had shoulder yesterday. And by the way, you had this, right?
Yeah, dude.
Just yesterday.
It's so good.
Tequila food. This is next level. It's amazing. Obviously, this is the food that you want when you're hungry and you're lazy. Not to cook up some food, you can just grab tequila food. Yesterday we tried out the sablak and also the baswachi, and it was bussin'.
We had it again today.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, you got it again?
Yeah.
It's delicious.
All right, he treated me, I mean, if you're gonna ask me, I'm gonna have to take a stash at home.
We own this.
You'll have to stash it
We
up.
own
Late night
this.
cravings, you don't really want to, make the time to cook. It's all simple with tequila food. Don't forget to grab yours now. They have different flavors. They have a lot of, variants that you can enjoy. Tequila food, midnight approved.
Yes,
Midnight approved.
Yeah.
Now, was that draft midnight approved?
I would say, I say a lot of things, man. But I'm gonna say, they should have taken that TIG.
Yeah,
I am gonna swear.
This is a promotional ad. Is what a promotional ad?
Because here's the thing. Me and Mirko.
You want to hear a promotional ad?
Now the Choban
Well.
made sense because RRQ was also prepping for the TIG. So both of them could have taken a TIG.
Yeah, fuck it. I gotta advertise aptoide anyway. I haven't been enough.
Nah, let's just go full views and Edo happened.
We were calling for the tick too. Yeah.
Our promotional ad.
Is that
I am sponsored by Aptoide.
if they can deal with the
If you don't know what Aptoide is, Aptoide is a third-party service that gives you up to 25% cash back in diamonds when you purchase diamonds. Meaning if you buy $100 of diamonds, you can get up to $25 back to spend on more diamonds. Now, how you download Aptoide? Go to my description below. Click on the Aptoide link and the Aptoide wallet. Make sure you download both Aptoide and Aptoide wallet. After installing Aptoide, go into Aptoide, search up Mobile Legends, and then download Mobile Legends. If you already have MLB installed, it'll just it'll transfer the resources over. It'll all be fine. Really smooth and whatnot. And then download Aptoide wallet, go to rewards in Aptoide wallet, go to promo code and put in my promo code, all caps CHICKN, for an extra 5% cash back. You need this cash back to hit the 25% cash back. After all that, go into Mobile Legends, you try to buy diamonds. After you put my code, of course, you'll see a custom pop-up when you try to buy, and it'll be a custom Aptoide pop-up. It'll show you how much you get back in cash back, and the more you buy, the more you save. Anywho, thank you, Aptoide, for the sponsor, and go check it out. Cash loot bar ads? I don't know if loot bar was legit. It messaged me too by a sponsor, but I was already sponsored by Aptoide, so I just said no. But like, is Cash even still stream, bro? Did he give up on that?
It's ONIC time to respect that TIG real or other playmaking heroes of Idok, or go for a different route.
I think instead of going for their comfort, they would be benefiting a lot more from just denying RRQ their comfort, right?
Yeah, if you buy diamonds, might as well use Aptoide, extra free diamonds.
Options where you can play so many more heroes at such a much higher level, like ONIC in ID right now. They can just make sure that the opponents doesn't get what they want, and for the most part, overall, most likely ONIC are gonna come out on top.
Can I pose a proposition here for RRQ?
What is that?
First phase TIG.
First phase TIG? It's like a little fiendy though.
And some teams have found success. And first
But like Edok is super comfortable on TIG. Like it's one of his main heroes. So like,
if they actually got the red side, yes, it makes sense. First phase, last pick, red.
Yep.
yeah, third pick makes sense for TIG real. But I don't know about like just like second pick TIG.
Unfortunately, they are. Yevov has taken back the red side away from them. I think if they really want to go for another Edok special pick, it can be the Franco later. So they can still save it for later.
Yeah, Franco. It's still
same band. Back to the basics now.
Wait. Oh yeah.
Harith gets taken out. Lo Yi left over.
First pick Kaleo. Well, there's no TIG real now. After that.
ONIC,
never mind.
Let me just say, red 3 for ONIC is very, very dangerous because Savera could get the 1-1. So RRQ might need to take it out, but if you're ONIC, you're planning.
New poll, you're right. New poll.
You just take the Barca here. Well, Sedang
Lo Yi.
probably because
Need a new poll.
I would say the Kalea was a good priority, but now you have to be concerned about the Louis again, and then there's
add poll.
red 3. So I think RRQ
Game 4
needs to get their hands on the
winner.
1-1 on this next upcoming picks, because if not,
I'm too lazy to think of funny names right now.
Stand against Avero's 1-1.
Wouldn't an Aerithal still be available though as a counter to that one?
No, it's red 3. If they pick it red 3, it'll be banned out.
Okay.
Yeah. So if the RQ takes 1-1 here, ONIC just goes Aerithal.
Exactly.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a lose-lose situation.
They go Granger again, I think. We really haven't seen Toy go for anything else when the Granger's up for grabs. It seems just to be the key pick for them.
Yeah. Play 2 heroes.
Is still up for grabs too, and technically now it gives ONIC. Oh, they don't jump for the Granger. Selena
Wait,
early this time round.
they take the Selena again. That's crazy. They could take it again. Oh, it's because of the Lo Yi. The reason why they're grabbing Selena is because of the Lo Yi. They want the Lo Yi, or they want the Selena for Traps Vision, so Lo Yi can't get like OP TPs. That's the reason why they're picking the Selena. I don't know if I'll have as much impact though, without like a Tigreal. I guess you still bait Purifies or Kalea in a similar fashion, so not too bad then.
They could potentially take when they take the gold 8 here and then remove some choice heroes. So either one
Going for Irithyll.
I thought it was preemptive.
Yeah, what was either
A little early,
We've
but
seen,
comfort, I
Hero
guess.
just go straight onto this Irithyll just as an
He's done it a lot at this point, though, no?
So,
Like, grab the
I was
Irithyll.
thinking about that, and it's most likely due to how ONIC likes to go with distance management, and the Irithyll is a.
I can't wait to sleep after this series. I'll sleep good.
Is not choosing to not care about gold lane matchup at all. Because now RRQ can either get 1-1 or Granger, but all matchups, Savera wins. So now ONIC can just relegate their bans towards EDOC, and then also the XP flex. This is next level from Coach Ship.
Yeah, and even if there's a pick that still does all right against the Irithyll, it's kind of like a non-confrontational pick, like a Moskov.
Yeah,
That's like
Moskov.
yeah, you go fight, I'll go and play in the side. So if ONIC wants to, again, force
That's smart.
RRQ to play to play the Granger or 1-1, then after the tick ban here, they ban Moskov. If they want to play it safe, again, take away the playmaking heroes from EDOC. But I don't think you want to take away Franco now, because the Kalea is still there. I don't think you want to double down fully, so the Moskov makes sense to ban here, right? It's another way to technically deal with the Irithyll through just playing in the side lane.
Yeah, maybe the Hylos or you know, the Hilda. They could remove from RRQ because
Blue ban, yeah.
I think the Hilda would have made more sense.
Nothing too shocking so far.
The bushes for RRQ adds more layers for the Selena to work with, creates more angles for the Joy as well. But for ONIC, I don't think they're much concerned about the gold lane.
Increase the main volume a bit. I think it's fine. It'll be loud in game. Here, I'll do this. That's fine.
Oh, you're right.
That was
you're
a pick that
right.
RRQ have opened.
Masha, oh, you're right. I don't think they'll go Masha though without Chip or tank jungle. They might go Fred Masha.
Do they still decide
Rome. Oh no, okay. Now they can't go Masha. There's no way they're gonna go Masha unless they go like Alpha Masha or like Lucas Masha. It have to be like a fighter jungle.
Joy.
Yeah, even though there's a Selena.
So that's why they opened the Masha.
Kalea though, yeah. It'll be good against the Joy technically if the Joy walks up, but if the Kalea is the one who goes in first, then the Kaja with the low Yi. Yeah. I see it.
But then ONIC will be inclined to play.
It's still okay.
Purely
It's still
on
okay.
kickoff, right?
So thing is, like ONIC, if they take the Masha here, it could potentially set up the the Kaja, but I think the best answer here for RQ is still the Hilda. Like you just have a walking hero that tanks everything on the side of on ONIC, and also it's a Dyron special. Oh, they rushed
Kaja, they're doing the Kaja jungle shit, bro.
RQ, if you don't take Hilda here, I swear to God.
Whoa, Midnight with the call, and now it's up to RRQ. How do they want to respond to this?
You need somebody that just wants to die in front of the Kaja.
Hilda.
I mean, not really die in front of the Kaja, but suicide himself.
Let's see. Someone who's tanky, someone who can maybe survive if possible, right?
Freaky, bro.
Let's fit the bill, with the movement speed, the shield.
This is freaky.
Hylos too.
The next best thing would be something that,
Masha last pick? I can see it actually. I can see the Masha last pick because it's a tank. It's gonna be a tank jungle Kaja.
Who do you go for Dyron?
They could do the Masha last pick. You're 100% right.
Next question. Granger, Bruno?
Good talk, Ranger. Okay. I think they go Masha.
Double G's.
I think they're gonna go Masha.
Combo from ONIC.
Yeah, I agree.
Sure, Masha then?
I mean,
Honestly, if you want to get greedier out, go Julia and Kyrie.
Wow.
go Julian on Kai, Kaja on Keyboy,
Yeah,
and then Badang XP.
yeah.
Insta kill button with the Julian. We have seen in the past as well.
Yeah, man. I mean, I saw that coming a mile away.
Same.
Man, they
I think everyone saw that coming a mile away.
It's a win-win draft for ONIC either way.
Midnight, the call. That was good.
Midnight.
That was impressive.
The call and the coach and the caster.
Wow, and now I'm getting glazed. But it's Kyrie that needs to be glazed in this game.
Yeah. And now
100%.
it all comes down to this. An almost repeat of the picks that ONIC showcased in their first match of the playoffs. And now, will it be the end for RRQ?
How interesting, how interesting.
To a deciding game of 4. Let's take it over to our casters, Goni and Jeffin.
Second appearance for the Kaja, and 2 of them are Kyrie's in the playoffs. ONIC,
I'll see how this goes. Very curious. It is hard for Joy to engage on a Kaja But they have good top of dang for counter engage.
We are on to another match point for ONIC. Can RRQ force a game 5?
That's great. That's such a unique way of making the Masha work.
We
Haja.
potentially a game away again for ONIC to secure the grand finals and secure themselves a spot for MSC. Let's watch and enjoy potentially the last game.
Yeah, some good points being raised by
RRQ.
about the Kaja. Yes, technically it does.
Kaja retreat off the bat to help with the clear.
That is if.
Oh, already a flicker from Keyboy.
They want to go for a dive.
It's a little freaky.
Other than that, like, you can't really engage on your own first. I guess you have the Luoyi, but you don't have the chip, so maybe they will make use or full use out of the diversion, and Sans will be the pivotal member of ONIC in this game. Looking at the emblems though by IndieHome, it looks like
Sans.
use that support emblem. Didn't get the turn on towards Sans.
For now, it seems like it's just both teams touching and going.
Both teams are touching each other and going.
Keyboy no flicker for that first turtle, perhaps. That's already a sign for ONIC to not.
Keyboy, he's fine. A little bit of aggression here. I mean, it's a Kaja jungle. It's not like he's gonna kill him. He's sort of just there as support.
Kyrie finds that green camp. Yeah, for now, it's just both teams trying to poke each
Very
other
interesting to see how this first turtle will turn out. It's gonna be hard for ONIC if they can't win the first turtle or go even and trade. Because Masha is very reliant on staying even or snowballing. He's very reliant on it.
Some of these arrows. There's a few people. There's a few players that can make the Selena work. And Rince was one of them in the regular season, and he's showing his full potential here in the playoffs. Ludpi though already level 4. Keyboy hasn't secured it.
Okay, they're just rushing it. They're rushing it. They don't give a shit. Kyrie's still doing blue. They're giving it. Wow.
as expected as well, right?
They're just gonna decide to give it outright.
Contest for ONIC. RRQ secures.
Oh, look at the gold. Severo having to reset quite low. He's actually not resetting, he's just regenning.
History-wise, final upper brackets all a sweep. It's been a sweep for RRQ.
Oh, it's Clay XP. Just noticed. Kind of bad because later in the game, like late game, it's rough. Because Smosh is gonna play side lane, and I think it's gotta be Rins and or Toy and Edok playing side together. They can't have Joy because Joy will get fucked by Masha. It won't happen.
Rins is still pretty much unbeatable on the Selena. 3-0, 100% win rate. So he's looking to make it perfect again in his fourth match in the regular in this season 15 with the Selena. But surely it's gonna be a tougher test here with Ludpi also securing this Masha, which has been banned quite a lot in the playoffs for some of the XP laners that we have here in ID. Luke, Ludpi are the two that can make it work the best. Looking at the items though, it looks like Kyrie will go to that Thunderbelt route.
Oh, Thunderbelt, yep.
So minimal damage for tankiness. But again, surely the RRQ, if they don't fight, I think it's gonna favor them because Citizen will just farm up much better than Kyrie. This is a problem that they have to address. ONIC will have to force a team fight on towards RRQ with their diversions. That should be the win con in the early to mid game.
It's all quiet though, right? For that divine judgment. I don't think it has
pretty close.
this game here, and
nothing going on really. It's kind of boring. 0-0-0 still all across the board. Kind of just staring and watching.
Turtle. RRQ seems like they will set up for that turtle take as well. Sans half HP. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, solid pokes from Rintan. He's been handling Sans with this Selena, man, 2 games in a row. Look at he's on a Masha right now. Oh, diversion. Gotta watch out a little. So Citizen might be
oh, Masha. He does not do enough damage though. The turtle's not low enough for them to commit. Loopy just kind of wasted ult. Oh, he's in a bad spot. Flicker as well. He's just dead. That's big. That was just a flip. Kyrie gets the retry. Nice. Nice retry. 1-for-1 trade. RQ still. Slight goal lead. In favor of them for sure.
An L on all over the department for ONIC. The gamble that paid off from ONIC. Ludpi, he got to tone down the aggressiveness. Yes, they need to use the diversions, but it has to be a bit more calculated with the all-ins.
Okay, and tempo
Look at me for maybe collapse topside. Are they gonna use a TP? They're TPing, they're TPing.
This might be a great
Flicker from Keyboy! Instant flicker from Toy.
forcing Toy.
There's just a flicker trade.
Base. And that's gonna be a turret taken
Oh,
down.
Kyrie gets the
Going
ult!
to be a pull by
And he's
Kyrie.
dead.
And Severo will
A trade though.
execute
Masha
it.
died bot.
Pulling,
Edok is
back,
gonna
and
live.
that's going to force the AOG from Edok.
It's a 1-for-1 trade, but it isn't. I mean, it's just a 1-for-1 trade and tower as well. Ooh, Suchi does get blue, which is good.
The fact that he was flanking Toy from the side. Good one
That is good.
And they secured another turret. Even
It's a
though
trade.
Naomi right now is still favoring towards RRQ, and that should be all Sutsujin farming the hell out of this Toy.
See here, RQ, 4 members in the mid. ONIC only 3. Will they be able to capitalize?
Rins is pretty annoying on the Selena. They only really go with Selena if they have Joy Jungle, because that supplements magic damage, and then also going for Sable E.
Seems like they will rotate towards top lane.
They're gonna give bot. Go for a tower trade. Severo, or not Severo, Loopy should just go for bot tower. I don't know why he isn't right now. He hasn't realized.
Edok conceal, but so far no target just yet. ONIC,
They didn't even go for the trade. They want turtle more.
Tyrant is on a Kalea and Ritz mostly on this Selena, man. The arrows, even the, a single abyssal trap. The utility is just too big. Diversion by Sans.
Diversion. Oh, the ult on the Keyboy. Keyboy is gonna get one tapped and just bursted. Wow. Interesting AOG from Edok. Not gonna connect.
But
they get turtle and a pick.
Yeah, Kyrie. He's forced on a jungle that literally does nothing but a single point.
Watch tower's gone. Nice stun. They're not even defending.
Mechanically gifted, someone that can make a play of his own, but
Loopy's not gonna go for it. Never mind.
Veteran has a lot of utility. Baxia can roam around the map really fast, but Kaja, the utility is just so minimal that Kyrie is not really, so effective if he doesn't get that divine judgment towards the perfect target.
Okay. Just 1,000 gold between them. ONIC still have some counterplay here with Severo still untouched. Let's see how RRQ will handle this fact. 60 seconds.
How RRQ handle this fact.
Lord in the game. Sutsujin.
Severo reinforce ult. Get out. AOG. Wow. Bait is Purify. That's good for Kalea. Good AOG actually.
Use the Purify onto the Airfell, man. The arrows and the AOG.
Kalea's getting her fleeting time.
From Edok, that was a good punish, but thankfully Severo still has the Purify. But also good use from ONIC though. They're not really down by much.
Oh, Tsunami Slam on the Keyboy. Keyboy dead. Dude, RRQ looking to win this game so far. The thing is, late game macro is really in like ONIC's favor with the Masha. So we'll see.
But then again, it's just Keyboy, the roamer. Taking it slow as long as
RRQ has to keep harassing.
I think they will think they are a-okay. Diversion towards the mid to reinforce the threat.
They got defense up. Somebody gonna go?
But yeah, so far, it's just 5 kills in total.
Yeah.
Almost 9 minutes of game time.
Especially for ONIC, a team that feeds off the early game. Just want to dominate the early.
Masha's just running around. Yeah, 0-2. He needs to farm for items.
And that's because Kyrie,
They can't really perm a team fight until Masha can actually do damage enough to kill.
they're not going to be able to be as dynamic as the prime ONIC that we're seeing, especially with Chip.
Oh.
It's non-existent in this game. It's only the diversion from Sans. Other than that, there's no
Conceal.
for Kyrie.
Oh, the wrong person. Control goes off. AOG big. A two-man. Kyrie and Keyboy. 0-1 HP is gonna die to Loopy. Loopy quite low though. Toy. Oh, Suchi gets cancelled. Loopy's dead. Oh, it's just a trades and trades. 2 for 3 though. Rins is gonna get out with the amazing stun onto Severo. Good poke from Toy. Good for RRQ. They got mid tower. 2 for 3. Just a reset angle.
3 for RRQ and 2 for ONIC. A good sign building up towards the late game, and Toy is just stacking up on the Sky Piercer, man. floor by now.
Things are definitely not looking good here for ONIC, but it seems like they want to contest.
Oh, yo. For Keyboy. They see Keyboy. Good dodge and the stun. Keyboy got wow. I can't believe that Rin stun hit. Oh, okay, Rin's dead to Loopy. Oh no, Rin's lived. That's so crazy. Rin's lived. I thought he was dead. He actually lived. Wait, Toy? Okay, Toy almost died. I don't know who got Lord. Who got Lord, chat? ONIC got Lord?
Carry is as good as ever with Retribution despite him being on a Kaja. That was a big gamble.
So I don't know if you guys know this, but Kaja's auto does percent HP damage. So it does like 1,000 plus to objectives. It's very easy for a Kaja to secure objectives. Like very easy. Much easier than it is for Joy. It's like a Fredrin first skill basically. Nice, good Purify bait from Diren. Just a free Purify bait. Cracking that for sure. Diren has a fleeting time now, so he can make picks.
That I feel is one of the main positives from the side of ONIC. They still need to neutralize this 2,000 gold lead, and let's see here with this Lord push, perhaps they might turn the tables around.
Now, how do you see it?
Wow, what a stun! AOG goes off on Kyrie, hits as well. Top on Kyrie. And wow, Severo died. This is terrible. Oh, the wow. That is such a clutch ult from Sans. They actually just all would have died. What an ult from Sans. Wait, wow, the high ground went down. That's so bad. That was like a stomp for RRQ in that fight, but overall, I think they lost because they lost top high ground.
Playing with a lot of, margin of errors. Now they're forced to defend with being the lone wave clearer. Abyssal arrow lands, but yeah, that's gonna be not much of a damage towards Kyrie, but
Luby's having a rough time.
Started with once again Rinse on the arrows on towards Savero that does not have the Purify, and the follow-up from Edok and also Dyron was immaculate as well. So this team, man, when it clicks, it really is clicking.
I mean, Savero needs to respect.
When it clicks, it starts clicking. Bars.
On cooldown and don't show to.
Wait, this is bad. Wait, AOG though. Oh, never mind. Chain TC. He's doing the flip. Flag from Sutajin. I think it's just GG. It's just GG now, no? Yeah, I think it's just GG. Wait. It's GG. Yeah. Wait, is Lupi going for the back door? No, no way. Actually, Sam's up an 8. Okay, it's like greedy. It's greedy to end. It's so close. They don't end. They don't end. Wait, spawn. Wait, spawn. They don't end. They don't end. They don't end.
So yeah, I saw the timer. The RRQ will not be able to end there. But ONIC, they are given a warning sign there that they need to be careful. Oh,
Rin's is doing so much work. Oh wow, an actual low ETP that got a kill. They were not expecting that. This is so good for ONIC now, actually. Well, low key, they're still 5k down.
Oh my goodness, Sutajin!
Wait, what is Sutajin doing, chat? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what, bro? What?
That was absolutely unnecessary, especially when you have the retribution. Why? Why?
What?
It was a 5v4. Toy was practically top side of the map. Why would you look for that play, Sutajin? And now ONIC, they will secure the Lord.
What?
And will this be the final push? I don't think so, but if RRQ makes the same mistake...
No, it's not the final push. It's still like 14 minutes in the game, but like... What? I got rage baited. Huh.
Only one game.
Yeah, that's so weird.
It's still in an okay place, 3-2-3, and he's stacking up the items. Toy secured that Blade of Despair. He's gonna be hitting like a truck. Lord comes in on the top lane. Can diversion from outside of the map.
Diversion? Oh my, no way! It ends like this. It ends like this, chat. It ends like this. It ends like this. Wow. That's so crazy. What a throw from RRQ. What a throw from RRQ. What a chunky throw from RRQ, man. I don't know what that was, bro. Gila.
A maniac. What a play to end the game. And what a way to come back from a sticky situation. 3-1 from the yellow porcupines. And the kingdom is theirs, at least for now. They secure a spot in the grand finals and they qualified.
Throw Q. Sutsu shit. What the hell? That's so mean. Sutsu shit.
Oh boy. Wow.
Sutsu shit. That's crazy. Sutsu shit.
Definitely up for joy. But that diversion play, Sheffin, that risk, that gamble.
Sutsu shit.
Toy deleted. That's just, yeah. All hell breaks loose and ONIC takes the game.
Oh man.
MVP.
Something about joy.
Oh wait, is it gonna be Sans for every single win? Are they gonna make Sans MVP for every game? Honestly, the last game, I don't know if ONIC really had an MVP. It was really just RRQ throwing. First game and the last game, man. RRQ just throws so hard. Actually, RR throw. Throw Q.
That is something that they shouldn't have done. But once again, ONIC will just fist bump it out.
I mean, their whole team is like
So officially for the first
like newer
time,
players, so I'm not surprised. Oh, let's feel.
Finals Kings, which is RRQ, especially against Sonic. They will go to the lower brackets where they will meet with Geek. This was the final push, the diversion play. Oh, beautiful, beautiful harmony from the yellow porcupines.
We're gonna hear a word or two from the winner and see how they feel with the fact that they've secured a spot in one of the most prestigious tournament in MLBB. ONIC, welcome to MSC.
Dan final upper bracket sudah dimenangkan oleh tim
What the hell?
ONIC.
Why does my stream? Wait, hold on.
Bukan hanya final upper bracket,
Never
mereka
mind.
menjadi grand finalis pertama yang akan melaju untuk hari Minggu.
Sad,
nanti
yeah.
dari
I was hoping for a game
Satu
5.
untuk MSC at EWC. ONIC,
Shish TSH *TSHT
Dan
doing
mungkin
what
ada
he does.
kata-kata
Sutsu shit,
untuk
bro.
hari
That's a
ini.
crazy play from Sutsu shit. If you guys haven't already, appreciate very much like the stream. It is 9:10 a.m. here where I live. I've been up all night, so I'd appreciate it if you'd like and sub. Very nice.
Benar-benar ONIC hadir di sini di final upper bracket dan match terlihat begitu ketat.
Do I care to watch this to wait till they announce the MVP?
Kalian mainkan. Namun,
I'm kinda
gue
tired.
penasaran untuk melawan
Kinda is an
RRQ.
understatement, I'm very tired.
Bagaimana sih? Boleh diceritain mungkin?
Dia tim ini sih lumayan kuat lah. Jago-jago.
Jago-jago. Namun kalau dari Lutfi sendiri kita ngelihat
Kaja increasing the dark system with them Kaja picks.
Dominasi kembali untuk game keempat. Apakah itu berarti
Yeah, I'm just
sesuatu?
cooking.
Apakah ada maksud tertentu dari kombinasi itu?
Nggak ada sih.
Yeah.
Kita main aja.
Main aja. Apakah ini
Ya.
mode
Rep social media account.
gimana?
Ya itu bisa jadilah.
Bisa jadi, tapi penasaran. Apa yang mungkin Coach
If they
Shea
lose to
katakan
Geek,
atau Adi katakan
it's so
ketika
over. It will actually, like, their social media accounts are so doomed if they lose to Geek.
Mereka cuman pesen jangan banyak pressure. Main lepas saja.
Main lepas aja. Dan kalau dari Sans sendiri, Sans. Ini mode Sans apa? Semuanya teriak, gila Sans, terus-terusan. Kayaknya ini benar-benar momen yang begitu mendebarkan, momen
They got through in general? Okay, well, yeah, well, Rin's got fucked by Selena, but Sutsujin kind of engaged 1v5.
Oke, konsisten dengan 4 gamenya.
Awalnya Ya bisa dibilang konsisten. Soalnya kan di playoff beberapa kali, 3 kali kita menang sampai ke grand final kan. Jadi bisa bilang konsisten lah.
GH, I'm gonna be asleep by the time Hoon streams, bro. Hoon's gonna stream and end stream and I'll still be asleep. I did not just wake up. I have not slept. I've been up since like... I woke up like, I don't even know how long ago. 17 hours ago. Oh, I'm saying 17, am I stupid? Like 15, 16.
Nggak bisa berkata-kata sih.
Tak bisa berkata, tapi kalau kemenangan hari ini, katakan sesuatu Sans tentang kemenangan hari ini dan...
Ronaldo Gold Master for EWC, yeah, I saw.
Let's go final, kita masih ada 1 match lagi, ya semoga lancar jaya aja.
Semoga lancar jaya.
Sans back is hurting. Sans putting in work, for sure.
Tapi kalau dari Savero,
King Savero.
King Savero.
Kali ini benar-benar momentum.
Interesting.
Yang didapatkan oleh ONIC. Namun lawanmu hari ini adalah The Young Blood. Yang namanya juga sama-sama diserukan seperti halnya dengan nama Savero. Gimana sih untuk pertarungan di babak playoff melawan Toy?
Seru lah. Soalnya dia jago juga. Kompak juga lah timnya. Tadi buktinya aja agak hard game kan game semuanya.
Dari hard game itu, kasih tahu ke Bude, gimana cara kalian untuk bisa mendapatkan game-gamenya?
Mungkin lebih tenang aja sih di komunikasiin gamenya.
Lebih tenang di komunikasiin game. Dan Savero, kasih tahu dong, suasana ONIC pas playoff sama regular season beda nggak sih?
Lebih seru lah sama lebih hype di playoff ya.
Lebih seru dan lebih hype. Jadi dari vibes teman-teman satu tim ONIC itu mereka malah lebih hype.
Alright, I think I'm just gonna go here, chat. I'm tired. They're yapping too much. I don't understand what's going on.
Mereka suka dengan panggung yang besar.
I'm just ordered here and I'm EP.
Ngangkat piala lagi atau hype-nya?
So I think I'm gonna go.
Mungkin pengen bantu aku sama.
Wait for what? They're gonna be like, Sans MVP. Gila Sans. Gila. That's over. Wait for MVP, bro.
Mereka tentu nggak mulus. Langsung kita tanya
Wait for MVP.
Kepada sang burung kaja, ada Kairi.
Gila Sans a bit, glaze Sans a bit, then go. Bro, I can't glaze that last game. It was a good TP though, don't get me wrong. That TP was good, but like RRQ threw so bad. It's like
akan jadi hero yang
crazy.
Kalian gunakan dengan kombinasi ini atau bagaimana? Kaja lagi.
Ya karena udah nggak pede main assassin tadi.
Ini jujur atau bercanda ya?
Ya bercanda.
Tuh kan. Langsung pada kaget pas saya, pada ketawa di sini. Tapi kalau melihat dengan momen-momen yang ada berat juga untuk terlihat sulit untuk ngedapetin kemenangan atau snowball lawan RRQ.
Ya karena RRQ jago juga.
When the kid Bomba's jersey, is this a bit? Or is this just the t-shirt I'm wearing? I don't have his jersey. I have a few questions, people say that now. It's like a bit I don't know about.
Ya,
idolanya Kiboy.
Kamu
It's just my t-shirt.
Kayak tadi doang ada momen kan si Dok. Kayak momen
I would like a jersey of Bombas though. It would not fit me, but it'd be funny.
Momen Kiboy dilakukan juga oleh Idok. Tapi kalau dengan momen kalian tertinggal dan pada saat ini adalah lawan kalian RRQ yang konsistensinya memang kita tahu mereka begitu konsistensi, tapi kalian menurunkan mereka ke lower bracket. Untuk Kairi, does it mean something for you to put RRQ on lower bracket?
Nggak ada sih, sama kayak biasa aja, kita fokus sama tim kita.
Fokus aja sama tim kalian, tapi what is your focus?
Kairi basically fluent at this point.
Apa fokusnya Kairi? Stealing Lord, stealing Turtle?
Fokus menang.
Fokus menang. Gimana tuh caranya menang di match ini?
Apa ya?
Holy up.
Tiba-tiba menang aja gitu ya Kairi ya? Tiba-tiba menang 3-1 skor, cukup puas dengan hasil ini?
Ya, belum puas.
Belum puas.
Karena belum juara.
Belum juara, masih dinantikan Sonic. Tapi kalau kata Kairi, Idok menjadi sebuah masalah. Kiboy, benerkah itu? Apa yang Kiboy rasakan di match kali ini? Apa kendala terbesar yang Kiboy rasakan untuk
Do I think I win
akhirnya
tomorrow?
bisa menjadi
Really
grand
hard to say.
finalis
I don't know.
pertama.
I like Geek though. I'm not gonna lie, I might be rooting for Geek tomorrow.
Idok lah.
I just like
Dia
Geek.
Gameplay,
Like they're
makro,
always the
mekanik semua
underdog.
Dia jago, hero pool juga banyak. Idol muda gue lah.
Idol muda. Tapi gimana tuh ngelihat
Geek
dengan
fam.
hal-hal yang kamu bilang positif dari Idok, caramu untuk mungkin bisa untuk meredam kekuatan Idok dan juga RRQ?
Yang pasti gue udah belajar banyak juga tentang Idok. Dan gue juga belajar dari dia juga banyak.
Oke, ini menarik karena perjalanan mereka belum berakhir di sini. Memang sudah punya tiket grand final, sudah punya tiket untuk ke Riyadh. Namun grand final akan menjadi pertanyaan besar. Siapakah yang akan menjadi lawan kalian di grand final? Dua-duanya udah kalian lawan, tapi siapa nih Kiboy yang akan menjadi lawan kalian lagi di grand final?
Lumayan berat sih Budi. Satunya first team romer, satunya second team romer.
Oke, jadi siapa nih? Kalau Kiboy gimana? Melihat
Ya,
first team dan second team rom?
Mungkin bakalan beda tipis lah. 4-3 RRQ lah.
Alright, am I really waiting for this shot? Fuck.
Oke, Kiboy sudah memberikan mungkin insight-insight. Tapi gimana dengan Kairi? Kairi,
I'm really waiting for this,
siapa
man.
nih yang bakal jadi lawan kalian lagi di grand final?
Kalau prediksi gua Geek Farm 4-3.
Why?
Kayak gara-gara Baloy, ada Baloy.
Baloy, oke. Kalau Savero, siapa yang akan menjadi lawan dari ONIC di grand final?
Kalau menurut aku 4-3 Geek.
4-3 gig, kenapa tuh?
Ya karena ada Baloy sama Make It jago banget.
Jago banget, singkat pada jelas.
Do, do,
Namun
do, do,
gimana halnya
do,
dengan Stan?
do, 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 do.
4-2 kayak Geek.
Bro, I'm just like not looking at the screen.
Apa yang kamu baca?
Kiboy says RRQ wins 4-3 tomorrow. Or are they doing? Is it a BO7 tomorrow? That's huge if it's a BO7.
Oke.
Or they're doing like a BO7 loser bracket type shit.
Sobat Ha, nggak bisa
Be
di
huge.
rewind ya. Tapi kalau dari Lutfi gimana?
4-3 RRQ.
Ada apa? Kenapa?
Mungkin tadi lebih sengit aja sih lawan RRQ.
Lebih sengit dan berkesan. Tapi pada akhirnya grand finalis pertama, siapapun lawannya, tetap grand finalis pertama adalah tim ONIC. Dan silakan sampaikan sesuatu, mungkin ada perwakilan dari ONIC untuk kemenangan hari ini dan juga untuk grand final.
Terima kasih Sonic yang udah datang dan
BC Emo, chat, who's not gonna watch party? His sleep schedule's like not terrible. I mean, he might watch party because he really wants to cook it.
Jangan lupa datang dan sekali lagi beri tepuk tangan yang meriah untuk tim ONIC.
Bude, ada tambahan. Bisa.
Apa?
Kata Kairi dari hashtag 9 Go Riyadh.
Dari hashtag 9 Go Riyadh. Inilah dia tim ONIC.
Team ONIC.
Thank you banget ONIC. Namun kita belum berakhir sebenarnya. Nanti kita akan bertemu lagi dengan ONIC karena jangan kemana-mana, ada yang spesial. Hari ini, dimana kita tahu bahwa
Be here
kita
today?
memiliki
I don't know. I have not looked at my viewer
2
counts.
dari ladies
I just started
perwakilan
doing
untuk Riyadh dan
you know.
1 dari perwakilan untuk MSC di hari
Just
ini
started
kita
doing it.
mendapatkannya. Dan kita akan langsung mengundang karena ada sesuatu yang spesial. Kita akan sign off untuk para player, member, coach dari ONIC Pertiwi untuk naik ke atas panggung. Karena mereka akan mendapatkan simbolis perpisahan dan simbolis pelepasan dari PBSI.
I just
dan
be
juga
doing it,
tentunya
man.
Kita semua ingin berharap yang terbaik. ONIC Pertiwi dipersilahkan untuk naik ke atas panggung. Perwakilan untuk MWI 2025. Ini dia ONIC Pertiwi. Mereka berjuang dan pada akhirnya bisa mendapatkan slot ini.
Please MVP
Oleh sebab
first.
itu izinkan Bude
Bro
untuk
wants it.
mengundang Bapak Ken Truvano selaku anggota bidang kompetisi PBSI untuk bergabung di atas panggung untuk bisa menyerahkan simbolis untuk ONIC Pertiwi. Dan inilah dia perjuangan para player bersama dengan coach. 5 member, ada Livi, Sep, Po, Karta Slim dan juga Yippee semuanya berjuang dan ini adalah simbolis pelepasan sign off yang kita berharap bahwa ONIC Pertiwi bisa membuktikan diri di ajang
Bro, chat, why am I waiting for this? I wanna go. I wanna go. I wanna go.
Semoga ini bisa menjadi momen yang bisa kita kenang.
The coaches can be male for MWI.
Bagi ONIC Pertiwi yang akan mewakili Indonesia
That are exclusively
di ajang
female.
MWI 2025. Dan terima kasih kepada ONIC Pertiwi. Dipersilakan untuk
It's only the players that have to be only
kembali ke
female.
tempat duduknya dan untuk Bapak Ken boleh tetap di sini karena bukan hanya ONIC Pertiwi sistersnya yang keriat namun juga Assalamualaikum Riyad dari hashtag 9
Assalamualaikum.
Goes to Riyad. Inilah dia tim ONIC. Sekali lagi mereka bergabung bersama kami di atas panggung. Dan dari tim ONIC akan pula mendapatkan simbolis untuk perwakilan Indonesia. Bapak Ken Truvano selaku anggota bidang kompetisi PBSI akan menyerahkan simbolis bahwa kami semua mendukung tim ONIC.
Chat, I'm just trying to go, bro. I do not care to wait for the MVP, and they go through all this. Like what? Like what?
Team, two champions. Kita akan abadikan momen ini bersama dengan jersey yang telah diberikan.
It's a little crazy.
Ini karena juga ada simbolis lainnya di MSC. Kita tahu setiap tim yang bergabung memiliki kunci. Dan kunci itu akan ditandatangani oleh para player. Mereka berhak mendapatkan kunci. Karena mereka bergabung.
Where's your SAUL jersey? It's on my left. It's still in the plastic wrap. I haven't opened it yet.
Tanda tangan satu persatu.
Press Wi-Fi, thank you, Yellow.
Setiap player,
There's a lot to unpack here. I'll handle it. Alright, I'm ending, bro. Like, what are they doing? They're autographing something. Like what?
Indonesia.
Alright, I'm going, guys. They like to stream, sub, all that good stuff. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.